There we
gonna
go.
be so surprised.
What's he surprised?
Come on.
We have a fish now instead.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, I suppose.
He knows nothing about that. Or, yeah, Iggy knows nothing about that.
Deckard's dead, man. Game
Yeah.
over, man. We're done.
Deckard lives on in the frozen body that I drag
Yes.
behind me in the sled.
I'm hoping that that picture, I've got it set to cycle, so I'm hoping that that picture popped up during the starting screen.
Or
But,
that one where Deckard was dying. That's a fucking money. That's
That
like
is
the most
an
money.
amazing one, yes.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
And we've got a new token, one for Bane I called him Bane the Rage Goat. And we've got a new token for Elliot. And we've got a new token for Lilith. But welcome back to Magic Mushrooms Mead, episode 21, Nautiloid Down. So previously on, the group went to the Lost Spire of Netheril. They thought they could find something in these ruins because that's where Dazan had last been before the people of East Haven lynched him and burned him at the stake. While there, Corbin got himself killed as a slod burst out of his chest. The slod
Minor miscalculation.
The slod seemed very amicable, turned into a halfling woman and left, but that was
amicable
after. Yeah.
I did.
Just straight up killed that motherfucker.
Golemov did tell them that they've got the second campus for the Baldur's Gate University, north of Caer Konig.
Yeah, I told him to become our new librarian.
Yes. And then as you were leaving, Skamos unfortunately got a little too far away when the fight started, but a werewolf and some of his nomad friends attacked you guys. Lilith went down and had to use her one fate point to survive. She has a couple scars now from that. And Chud showed up, our little fish friend. He also helped Lilith, or no. Now I can't remember who found the potion in the altar.
He did.
I think it was me. I did.
You did?
Chud did.
I was there with him because I lifted him up to the altar.
Yeah, that's right. You lifted him.
And then I just kind of, I don't know, we were going to give it to our friend that's coming back here. I can't remember, Iggy.
Yeah. So, Skamos, while all of the commotion was going on with your friends and Lilith almost dying, and Chud being very angry at you because you didn't go back to help, you had actually gotten to the wagon and hopped off because you were going to grab some food or something out of there, and you saw inside the wagon with pieces of the cage still inside him, almost like he grew and the cage just kind of didn't break off, just got stuck. A very large rat that was shedding skin. It looked almost undead, but as you fought it, it did bleed black. And once you killed it, it partially melted away into a black sludge that pretty quickly sublimated in the cold air, leaving most of the skeleton and some of the flesh and the Chardolin stone that had been sewn underneath his skin. Your little rat, your test rat that Iggy had given to Golemov.
Nice.
Yeah.
What the? Oh yeah, Chud wouldn't say that. Interesting. Is what I would say.
So it's up to you whether you told them that or whether you were just waiting for them to get back to the wagon on your way back. But
Yeah, I explained in full detail what I saw. And
They noticed the
sort
stain in there.
Yeah.
of patted Golemov on the shoulder and wished him luck.
all right.
I want to pick up the piece of Chardolin that was left if he did.
Okay. It
I'm not touching it. Yeah.
it feels more along the lines of the one that you wear now. It's not as hot as the other ones. It's just got the warmth. So you think that if there is something in it, it's spent that kind of magic, whatever magic it was.
Interesting.
All right. And at the end of the last episode, you guys had decided to head down to meet Iggy in Dugan's Hole. So that is what you do. Hopefully this doesn't get too crazy when I move it, but you guys...
Oh, also, we did confirm that the tower was part of one of the floating cities.
Yes, you did. So you
We
guys
just know
head
that.
down to here.
It was
And-
crashed somewhere.
Yes, it crashed. It must have crashed somewhere nearby. The ruins were actually upside down, an upside down portion of the city. So because the wagon is slow, getting from East Haven to Goodmead does take you 17 hours. So it took you... how long? Lost Spire travel. It took you close to a day and a half to get back to East Haven, where you probably would have had to rest before heading out again to Goodmead. And then it is a further from Dugan's Hole to Goodmead, a further 2.5 hours. So you probably would have had to rest once in East Haven, once in Goodmead. And so we need to move this forward by a couple days. So you are getting into probably mid-morning of the 8th.
8th of what?
Of what is it called? Eleint, Eleint.
E-L-E-I-N-T. Alright.
And so you also may have decided to have some of the special mead that is brewed only in Goodmead called Goodmead.
Can I like study it and try to like emulate it?
The mead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am proficient in brewer's supply, brewer's supplies,
Right.
brewer tools. So I would like to try and attempt to make good mead.
Okay. What role do you think would be appropriate for that? Which you would get your proficiency on. So what ability score do you think should be an appropriate role for that?
I'd be okay with like survival.
Survival.
Ability to cook, right?
Yeah.
That kind of comes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Or, I mean, the other option could be like medicine, but it's all the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's 16 plus another proficiency, so 18.
18?
Yep.
So you don't know that you could replicate it perfectly. You think that there's an ingredient that you're not sure about that probably grows only in the nearby area of good mead. So
Probably honey.
yeah, if you could find that ingredient, you could brew some easy, but without it, you could just brew some decent mead, just not good mead. Mead.
I get you. It's probably the mold in the pipes. Let's be honest here.
But that was from Rexall place.
It's 11
Yeah.
herbs and spices from Good Mead.
Yeah.
So as you guys are getting close to Dugan's Hole on the morning of the 8th, Skamos, Chud, and Severin, you guys start to get sort of mild headaches.
Again?
Lilith and
Oh my head.
Golemov, you guys hear static. Like someone with a bad radio.
Dial-up.
it's
So
it's
is
like
this
a PA system that is really staticky, and it's just going off in your head. Someone trying to talk, but all you can hear is the of the
Oh,
words.
that feels like that would be worse.
And this is the first time that I've heard it, right? Or felt this?
The first time that you've gotten this headache, yes. You're not hearing the static, but you've got the headache.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of whacking her ears. It's driving her a little bit nuts.
You notice that the animals are also seeming to have some sort of pain. And coming in to the town, you come across a strange sight. First is a red crater in the snow and the ground. A very red crater.
Are we all here to see this red crater?
You are all here. It's
Is
you're passing it.
Is it like would we be able to tell if it's like a crater from somebody maybe falling from a very high altitude? Are there pieces in there?
There are no pieces. You do see chunks of something that look like it may be frozen meat or something like that.
Something fell from the sky, guys. Person, animal, something.
What was the second one?
There's more than one crater?
Testing.
You should cast a spell on that one.
On the crater?
So, the second one that you come across, you see a dead goat. I'm guessing Iggy probably didn't clean it up. There's a dead goat. It seems to have a hole blasted through the fleshy bit of its stomach, and a whole bunch of splinters that
Oh lord.
are in it and in the snow near it.
Holy shit.
You get to
Will's
the
like, what the
you get to the third
I'm
one,
having some crazy heartburn.
and there is a completely blackened pole, some chain, and a dead, completely charred goat corpse. It is in... There's a little bit of snow there now. And then you get to the last one.
Shit, there's more than 3. Hold on.
There's a pole and a chain, but no goat. As you continue to walk further, you see chunks of meat and some skin that looks rather frog-like.
Alrighty.
And a lot of little black chunks of rock.
And sorry, what was, alright. I couldn't quite keep all of it, or up with all of it, but I'll see what I got here. So the first one was a red impact site with chunks of, was it actual like flesh, or was it just like...
It seems to be, if you go to look at it, it looks more like pureed meat.
Oh.
Would we have a kind of an inkling that we know who did this?
I think Lilith does.
The second one, it was a goat that looks like it was exploded from the inside out, right?
It seems like an explosion may have come from one side and gone out the other.
Oh, okay.
Lilith's pretty pissed, and she covers Bane's eyes.
He snorts a few times.
This
Okay.
looks like the work of our other friend here.
And then the third one was a blackened goat, or it was a blackened pole with a chain, and then a goat that appeared to be charred.
Yes.
Okay. And then the final one was, okay, sorry.
Would we happen to maybe see some footprints or anything going away from
Oh yeah,
this
there's a bunch
massacre?
of footprints.
Can I look at them and maybe decipher whose there might be?
Yeah. Give me a survival.
Survival. Oh boy. 5.
You got no idea. There are big ones and little ones, and that's all you see. And some goat ones.
Here, guys.
There's
You should
footprints.
cast a spell. Cast a spell in the first crater.
Cast a spell. What kind of spell should I cast in that first grade?
And then, sorry, what was the last pull?
Is
again? It
Iggy
was-
here right now? Is he with us?
He's not here, no.
Okay.
The last
Can
one...
I do a mending on that crater?
And
see
we,
what happens.
mending would not quite do it, but if you want to cast mending there...
I could do
What
molder.
about, can
Would
I
that
do
help?
detect magic? Would that do anything?
You could. How close are you getting to the crater to cast any spell?
What's my range on detect magic? 10 meters? Or no, yeah, 30 feet, 10 meters.
Okay.
So within 10 meters.
So there is definitely magic there. It's no particular school. It seems to be flashing between multiple schools.
I'll take out my notebook and start jotting things down, drawing pictures.
No, cast something in the crater.
Just for fun? Okay,
Just
hold on.
for fun, I guess.
Just for fun. Something in my head is telling me that I should cast. Like, boss, don't worry, I got this. Jeez. All right, I will cast. Will a cantrip work? Or
Yeah.
should I just do? I'll do acid splash.
Okay.
And I can do it from 60 feet away, so I'll do it about 30 feet away.
Okay. You do it and you splash some acid there.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
does something happen?
Nothing happens other than acid.
Just,
All right.
Sorry.
Okay, well, Lilith knows that it's Iggy, right? Or do I have to do a check?
You don't have to do a check because this is this is obviously Iggy to you. I don't know if anyone else knows it, but you definitely know.
All right.
Given the
Well, I'm gonna say out loud. I'm like, this is Iggy. Iggy did this.
And I'm gonna look at the hole and be like, Iggy, are you all right? And start picking up the chunks of flesh.
Flesh puree.
I'll put them in my pockets and I'll say, somebody help me.
Might
Poor
taste
Iggy.
good.
What's that?
well, you'd have to cook it
Yeah, grab a
first.
little bit, I eat it. We grab all
I
the
get-
chunks in it, I just eat a little bit, and I'm like, I don't think this is Iggy. It tastes a little too sweet.
Tastes a little
He's old.
goat-like.
Was he a bitter old man? I don't know. I never worked with him that much. My boss stayed away from him. So. Yes, boss, I'll do something. Gosh. Oh.
Well, I guess I'll follow the footsteps to try and
Okay.
figure out where he is.
Well, you follow them to the only inn in town. I did not get Dugan's Hole ready, so I need to open up the actual thing and go to Dugan's Hole. I'm sure they've got one. Oh, they don't even have... They do have one, but it's not even named. So there's a very small house that has a sign hanging out of it that just has like a bed on it,
It's an Airbnb.
basically. And you follow the footsteps there. Inside is Iggy. What's Iggy look like now?
That depends on which side's facing the door.
Do you look up when the door opens?
No.
Well, you do definitely see his assistant, Baron Octogillion, whom, Chud, you have worked closely with because you were both assistants. He is missing his right arm.
Oh my god!
Almost up
happened
to
to
the
your
shoulder. It's partway up his arm is almost entirely gone.
My god. You got uglier. What happened?
Well, I guess assistants are supposed to give you a hand.
So
I will snort
this
at
is
you.
really depressing for everyone.
These are
Lilith
the
walks
risks.
up to Iggy and just gives him a really hard shove.
And then I go, oh, I should probably shove me into Hot Rod because I'm working on him. And I go, relax, I got you a gift.
And in the corner, eating some, probably eating a little bit of hay, is another goat. It
Another
is strapped to a wheelbarrow, and its hind legs look like they don't work.
Oh my god.
She's got, I made her a little, I made her a wheelchair for you. She's got a bow on her too.
What the hell did you do, Iggy? And do I notice anything about Iggy now that he's turned around to look at me?
Oh yeah, you do. His right eye is like a black stone and it's like kind of fucked up.
Okay, so Iggy turns to look at me and I see his like weird eye and I go, ugh! What the fuck happened to you?
This is what happens when you let the Baron make fuses.
Says, I got the fuse from you.
There's a baron someplace? What's going on?
No,
Who's
the
this?
Baron, it's this
Baron
guy.
Octogillion,
Baron Octogillion.
your frog friend.
Oh yes, my friend. Well, he was never that good anyway. I was probably the next in line to become a professor, and you know what? I've moved up in the world, as you can see. Baron.
He
Stupid. It's a stupid name, by the way.
He knew the risks. He will, however, make it into the paper.
says, at least there's that. And
Wait,
he
why-
gets back to one-handed working on his own prosthetic arm. Trying to build it one-handed because Iggy won't help him.
What were you?
Back in my day, nobody helped me.
What
So
were you trying to do here, Iggy?
Science.
What kind of science?
Only
You
science.
exploded goats? Like what kind of? What the hell are you doing?
Well, everyone's
I mean,
exploded a goat or two in their day.
Rating a surprise. Actually, Hot Rod looks noticeably pot-bellied and fatter.
What'd you do to Harrod? It's been eating too much again.
Did I have enough time to do this yet?
Oh yeah, you've been here. It only took you 2 days to do the testing, and it took them a day and a half to get there, a day and a half to get back to East Haven, and then another day. So you've had 2 full days since the testing. So you've managed to get it through. You do, by the way, you and Baron do also have headaches.
Oh my god, what's these
Um,
headaches?
So now that
I'm not
Iggy's
sure
turned
if it-
around and his eyes facing everyone, does it look like it's shadowed to me?
Oh yes.
Oh, all right.
Is that why we all have headaches?
I don't know. I might have a headache because I sustained a serious head injury not too long ago.
Would we be able to tell if the reason we have headaches is because of this shardlin, or maybe it's something?
You can do medicine.
All right. Let's see how good my medicine is. Wonderful. It's awesome.
Oh,
Oh, 19.
Doesn't appear to be coming from that. It's you've noticed it as you were walking in. The few villagers that you saw also seemed to be like exhausted or holding their heads, so it's pretty out there. It's pretty much everyone around here.
so I'm gonna go up to Iggy and be like, so, do you remember the rat that you gave me?
Oh, yeah. How's he doing?
So, well, when we got out of the tower,
He exploded.
and then, yeah. So,
Exploded.
you might want to have that eye looked at.
Well,
What do you mean
melted into
exploded?
goo.
Yeah, it
What?
turned into some kind of black ichor that dissolved into the snow before we could get a sample of it.
Fascinating. There's nothing left?
Bit of
I don't think we
skeleton and
grabbed-
flesh. It's up to you
Yeah.
whether you grabbed it.
Honestly, I probably would have. Well, we have like. Yeah, I probably would have put it on the Deckard body
The Deckard
ice
ice
on the ice block.
statue.
Yeah.
Oh, and did you
Yeah.
bring that in as well, or did you leave it outside?
Oh, right. I need Deckard, and I pull out the coin. I need Deckard to look at this.
So about that,
Where is
do you
he?
remember his?
Bad news.
Do you remember his tadpole?
Or,
We got
Oh,
good
yeah.
news and we
good
got
news,
bad.
how do we do good news first? We got rid of his we got rid of the slod.
Well,
Oh,
I'm gonna
good.
walk up. I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk up
yeah.
to you and I'll say the good news is now I'm a professor.
You're a professor.
Bad news.
I'm a
is,
professor.
He is now a frozen corpse with a giant hole in his chest.
Oh.
Yeah, the slot aged 35
He's
years very
outside.
quickly.
Well.
But like
That's
I said,
bad. How did that happen? That's terrible.
He died.
I
We
mean, on
found a
one hand,
device.
I'm really upset for Deckard being gone, but on the other hand, I'm very grateful the thing is no longer with us.
So we found a device, Iggy, that somehow makes illusions into reality. It consumes life force, and to make something real, is my understanding of it.
Mhm.
Yes.
So, from what happened was, Deckard decided to use the Slod's life force in order to try to, well, not try to. We did make another wizard back into a real person from a simulacrum, and so it aged the Slod 35 years instantly, basically exploding out of his chest.
Minor miscalculation from my boss. Minor.
That seems a little more than minor. Well,
The hope was that the Slod embryo would have been consumed in its entirety. Instead, it just aged 35 years. Yeah.
Well, did you do last rites? I don't even know what last rites Deckard would want. It's a strange one.
Yeah, the thing kind of went over to his body, and they both kind of like gooed up together, and then now we have him outside. I don't know. Lilith seems to have some kind of attachment issue there.
I suppose we should send him back to Boulder's Gate for his family.
I'll
Deckard
just,
has
like-
family?
Right?
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna just hold. Well, I'll take him back to Baldur's Gate. I'm gonna hold on to him in case there's a chance I can bring him back to life. Also, he did leave us a letter wanting us to publish his last novel. So
I wouldn't
Oh,
call
Yeah, I
it a
should probably
novel.
read
It's
that
probably
to him.
a work
It's
of
badass.
Oh, sure, I'll read it.
His book was called
Then I cross out by by Deckard and I put Iggy.
Oh, and also the Slod needs to find himself a little bit, but he has all of Deckard's memory, so I offered him to come be our librarian at our new Baldur's Gate University branch. So we might have a Slod librarian.
librarian. It. That'd be
The
something.
illusion
Something
machine,
else.
is it still active or is it used up for a certain amount of time?
As far as we understand, it's still active, but it's sitting on the roof because the building crashed upside down.
Interesting. You know its limitations?
I think, like I said, it's the illusion has to be made based on something else's life force by the understanding of it.
How tall was the simulacrum?
It was a full human,
A full human? Okay.
and
Why did we,
it aged
why did
a
we do
Slod
this?
embryo.
Who is this guy? Why did you bring this guy back to life at the cost of Deckard?
Honestly, that was Deckard's call. I kind of was in the other room, and then all of a sudden we heard this huge thing happening, and it was like, what the fuck? But this is, it was Dazan. That was the wizard that got hung, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean hunger?
You-
No, he was flamed, wasn't he?
He was burned, yeah. You took the spell book that was almost entirely burnt away except for basically the spine, which had his name on it. You took that
So
out
you
of
guys-
the
Let me
pyre.
get this straight. You lost Deckard. It was a source of important information for this goober who couldn't even handle some peasants.
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
we tried to warn him. We tried to tell him it might be dangerous.
This is a terrible trade.
Well, you know, you
I'm
win
just,
some, you
I'm
lose
just gonna
some.
shrug. Don't shoot
I was
the
never
messenger.
a gambling man myself.
Neither was I.
This is why I never leave you guys.
Yeah,
I'll,
that
I'll
was
look kind of
bad.
disappointed.
Yeah, you know what? In all knowledge, this is actually your fault.
yeah, this is your
Right.
fault.
This
You
was
should
my
know better
fault.
than to leave us alone.
Yeah, you should be ashamed
Especially
of
when there's
yourself.
magical things out there.
Well, who's going to tell me about this coin? I hold it up.
I'll tell you about it. What is it? Let me see this coin.
I don't know if I give important things to apprentices like you.
Apprentice, I'm a full-fledged
Let me see. I have identified.
full-fledged guy now. Very
I'll
smart.
give it to
Very
both of them if you want to describe it.
Yeah. It's actually it's not silver, it's an iron coin. And it has on both faces it has the profile of a skull.
I say the bone collector gave it to me.
This
Bone
is a
merchant.
dead
Bone
god's
merchant,
coin.
sorry. I
You use this to bring someone back from the dead.
I don't think so. I've had
Yeah.
a serious head injury, so my memory is a little faulty right now. But
Let
he
me
can
see.
procure things for you.
Can he procure pieces?
You did for me.
Interesting.
There's a price to pay.
What's the price?
I probably haven't paid yet, but we'll see. It's worth it in the end.
By the way, Chud, the frozen goat paste in your pockets has started to melt.
I will start licking it.
This is
It's
like
like
a
nice little ice, slushy snack for me. This is
Yeah.
wonderful.
Is it like
There's
a-
bits
is
of
it like
bone
a
in there, but
freezy-
they're not big enough to choke you, so...
It's
Wow.
a meatsicle.
Yeah,
Meat
I'll just,
sickle?
chew on it a little bit, spit out the bones. This is wonderful.
A meat popsicle.
I will
That's
not
a go.
share because fuck you guys. It's my meat
Are you
popsicle.
gonna eat it like yogurt tube, where you just basically squeeze it all, just
Wishing it out, yeah. Whatever I can get.
All right, somebody's
and then
supposed
do
to
it
tell
like
me about.
cartoon spit the bones out.
There must
Can
be
I
a
do-
history behind the bone merchant.
Can I do a history check on it
Yeah, you can.
with advantage?
No.
Why?
Why do you get advantage?
Just history.
I'll guide you. I'll guide
Oh,
you.
hey. Well, guess what? I just got a natural 20 on it.
Natural 20.
So 24.
You have heard of the bone merchant. He
Yes, because my
Has-
boss wrote a book about the Born Bone Merchant. He's a wonderful guy.
has very rare magical items, but he also can procure basically whatever material thing that you want. But his prices can be very steep, such as the loss of an eye and an arm, unbeknownst to you, or
Son of a bitch.
other things that can get even stronger than that, even worse than that. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, and you do know that he is a fiend, not an undead, and it is a title that is passed down. He often looks for someone who can take his place, and once they do, he dies and can move on to the afterlife, and the person who takes his place becomes the new bone merchant. It's a deal that is signed with an archdevil.
Creepy.
Wonderful. That sounds amazing. I wonder if he could get us a clone of Deckard.
No idea.
Or actually a really good illusion of him. Or whatever it is. So we can go to that machine and bring him back to life. And throw that guy back into it. That'd work, right?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Real quick, just because while we were traveling, we stopped in East Haven, and before I forget again, while we were in East Haven, I would like to buy a drift globe.
Okay. Yeah. You're able to do that.
Excellent. That was all.
All right.
Alright.
Well, I think my.
I tell you all
is
this
ready.
while I try to pocket the coin. Since he's
I
got a
can't
head
let that
injury.
go out of my sight.
And I will put my hand in front of your face while I'm doing it, and I say, "You have a head injury. You
You
should
do that-
probably sit down."
Then you feel a gun point against your chest.
Doesn't phase me at all. You
I
have
say,
a head
you're not
injury.
going to be disappearing that coin, friend.
What coin? There would never was
Useful.
a coin. Do I know what the coin is?
How much taller are you than I am?
He's
You're
medium.
probably my size.
I'm about
They're
3
actually
feet.
really,
Am I about the same size?
they're pretty close in size, I think.
I thought Kuoto were medium.
Let me find
Yeah,
out
but I
how
think
tall-
they're only like 4.5 feet tall. They're like small, medium. Maybe not. Because the fisheries that
Yeah,
I
they're medium. They're probably about dwarf height, so 5 to 5.5 feet generally.
Probably a little stockier.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. My guy's handsome. He's not stocky like a dwarf.
If you would like to use the coin, I don't know how.
Would I know how to use that with my figuring out? I must have read something about it because if I know that much about the damn thing.
So, you would know that it can be used, and that it's generally best used when you are in great need of something. Not in a frivolous way because of the actual price of his wares. Using it for just anything is not a good idea. It's when you are back against the wall and need something desperately.
I'm gonna hold it up and go, "Hey, Lilith, did you know you can call him with this? If you really want something bad enough, you could trade him." Might be a life for a life.
Lilith's like,
Well, hey, what about Annabelle over here? And I point at the girl with the little wheelchair. I like to call her Wheels too.
Yeah, Wheels. I renamed your goats.
They're not my goats.
I'm gonna
Well,
see if
whatever.
the goat will try some of the frozen goat.
Is it moving at all?
Which?
Annabelle?
What?
Or
The one goat.
Yeah, she moves.
No, there was one that was like the one that spent the night with the
Oh.
thing.
One that was fucked up.
When
No.
you stop by there, no, he was still catatonic, basically.
Yeah, thank you for that.
He will eat,
Not bad,
and
well.
that's about it. Eat and drink, and then piss and shit where he's standing. He won't move.
It doesn't sound like a burden at all.
Lilith is. I'm conflicted.
We need to
I
get
do
rid of
want
that
to
one.
bring back Deckard, but I don't want to do it at the cost of my eyeball or my arm.
Maybe he'll
I
take
like-
several goats.
several goats, or if we can get that one white dude and his bodyguard there, both of them, maybe 2 lives for one.
We kidnap someone.
Yeah, those 2 guys.
So, are we just casually talking about human sacrifice here?
Wow, you know my
Oh, like,
god loves
look
human
around the
sacrifice.
Change, I'd like to call it.
I call it humanoid sacrifice because, well, that's, not all of us are human. I don't know if there's any humans in this group.
Well, I'm
And
sure.
I'll look down to him. I'm like, I
Lilith
stand
is
corrected.
more willing to sacrifice another human being rather.
You could probably press
That's-
gang a prisoner from what's it called? God, my brain's not working. Get smashed
yeah.
beside counter. Ugh.
Maybe the next bad person we fight, we can just take them.
What about
hostage.
East Haven? Why don't we ask if we can borrow that dwarf?
Trade? What are you guys gonna trade? I'm not quite too sure.
I feel like the next person that attacks us, we can just take one of them as hostage and then call on the bone guy.
Well, I'm not
And, like,
entirely
and then
opposed to
take
that,
her
but
to kill us.
that seems a little bit evil for you, Lilith.
I don't like people.
There you go, fair enough, right?
Sacrifice a bad person for a slightly less bad person.
I feel like the only reason
Strange.
Lilith isn't actually racist against the rest of us is because like a lot of us are like half animal.
Wait
There
a
are
minute.
actually no humans in
She
this group.
tolerates us.
Maybe that's why she doesn't like Iggy very much too.
He looks too much like a
That's why
human.
she's the human sacrifice.
An old man, yeah.
Would I be able to pray to my god and maybe see if she'd be interested in a human sacrifice?
You could.
I'll just sit down and I'll start meditating, but I meditate out loud, guys. So just so you
Not
know.
sacrifice. We're just exchanging.
Let
Oh,
me
but-
see what she
Let me see.
likes.
What was her name again?
That's the Baron.
Blip
Is he
dual
always like
poop.
this?
There we go. And I'm just gonna keep chanting blip dual poop, blip dual poop, blip dual poop.
God,
You gotta do it outside.
Blip dual poop, blip dual poop. I'm already sitting down and I'm doing my
There's
thing.
an outhouse outside.
Blip dual poop, blip dual poop, blip dual poop.
So
Would you like a human sacrifice?
she is she doesn't really have a
Preference?
good or evil alignment per se, just chaotic. So
That's perfect.
she is more about sticking to your beliefs and the faith in the face of skepticism or even contradictory evidence more than anything like sacrifice or anything like that. Even prayer, she doesn't really care about if you are sticking to your beliefs.
Well, I always stick to my beliefs. My belief is doodle poop. Doodle poop. Wonderful God. Made her up myself, guys. No problem. You should meet her sometime. You know, like it's any other god. Just poof, out of nowhere. Boom. She is here. Why? Because I thought about her.
Anyways.
I see.
Well, I'm
seeing
not
this?
okay. So I'm not against using the bone, whatever his name
Bone
is,
merchant.
but only if we find a properly evil person to exchange a life for a life. So I wouldn't be willing to do it right now, and I'm not going to get rid of my goats. Not even Wheels over here.
You'd probably want a kid, so unless you can find an evil kid, it's gonna be tough.
Oh God, most kids are evil. Have you ever met any kids? That's just what my character says, by the way.
Maybe
They're evil, guys.
little slime kids like yours, maybe.
Horrible.
Just realized that I forgot to say
Slime kids.
that we're live in all of these different things. Damn it. Oh well. Everyone will be late.
That's okay.
Would I know if, let's say this is an archdemon, right?
Not demon.
Or arch,
So
whatever it is.
Creation of the Bone Lord requires a contract with an archdevil.
Archdevil. Okay.
See, a bone lord just sounds. evil.
Bone merchant, sorry. Bone merchant.
Bone Lord.
Bone
Lord.
You said it
fucker.
once there, Ryan, and I just have had it stuck in my head.
You just keep going with it.
I was thinking, you remember that old song, like, I'm the bone cracker?
I just think of that energy you get when you walk into a club and you're all like, yeah, I'm like the Bone Lord. It's like big dick energy, right?
It just sounds like a Xbox Live name.
Bone Lord.
Like, 420 big package here.
Would I-
If you in Halo.
420 Bone Lord.
Would I have any idea about if this would be possible, like a trade, or if they'd be able to trade something that would be able to
So,
switch a life with a life? Because it'd
From-
be high-end magical equipment, right?
from what you're aware, he doesn't concern himself with something like that. He would concern himself with something from you, from the person who's paying. So it would have to be
Well, it would
like
be the most
something
powerful
special
thing I
to
have,
you.
My belief.
So then he would take my goats.
Yes.
He might.
He'd take
He would-
my goat saying,
He would
Just to
take
help
your
me.
your caring for animals.
Wish you would have taken my goats and I like
What
poked
did
in
the-
my eye.
What did this Bone Lord look like? I'm actually kind of interested. This seems kind
Oh.
of. What is?
What
he
do you
look
think
like?
a guy named the Bone Merchant would look like? Just guess.
What do I think a Bone Lord looks like?
Merchant.
Or a merchant? Well, I can tell you what a Bone Lord looks like. Bone Merchant. Bone Merchant 420? Is it?
So,
What would
do you
it- what
remember there, Iggy?
I remember what he looked like.
Yeah. If you want to describe him,
Can
you
I-
can.
I'm
He's
gonna
about-
get up uncomfortably close to Iggy too, and kind of look at his eye, see if I can see my reflection while he's telling me.
Yeah, you feel the barrel of a gun poking into your chest again.
And I say, I just wanted to know what the Bone Merchant looked like, not the Bone Lord. Thank you.
I'll tell you over there. Listen with your ears, not with your hands.
Well, I'm not touching you. I'm just getting.
I
I'm
didn't even-
looking at your eye. You're the one who's got something on his hip that's or something that's poking into my hip right
Your
now.
gun is
Really
digging into
weird.
my hip.
That's not my
Is that a gun
gun.
in your hand, or are you just happy to see me?
Well,
All
Oh
right.
shit, it's a
Every-
real gun.
everybody's happy to see Chud. Come on.
Do you remember
should
how
know that
tall he was? Like around like 6
Tongue
feet,
guess?
5.5 feet.
5.5.
5.5 feet. Yeah.
Probably.
Like roughly. Oh yeah, I guess skeleton, no flesh. Around 5.5 feet. He had a wide brimmed hat on, and nothing else.
Is that why you called him the Bone Lord?
Yeah.
Is there his hand out with his bone out?
Yeah.
All of his bones
All
out,
his bones
actually.
out.
And what deal did you make with the Bone Lord? Merchant. I can't stop saying it.
Well, I gave him a potion of fire drying strength he gave me, and I'm giving him a co-authorship on my next paper.
What?
The Bone Merchant wanted a co-authorship.
On your
He
next
actually
page.
was quite interested in that. Also, apparently I traded my eye and Baron's arm.
So how did Baron get a short end of the stick there?
Well, if he would have lit the fuse and actually thrown the thing instead of having it blow up in his hand, then maybe he'd still have his arm.
Yeah, Baron. Idiot.
Listen, that would have been there.
Man,
Is he still around?
He is.
I'm gonna go over there and pretend to shake his hand that's been blown off. And I'll laugh at him. I'll do the thing like that. Sucks to be
Give him
you,
a high
Baron.
five.
He already didn't like you.
Well, I'm a professor now. You don't have to like me.
Trust me, Baron, this will look very good on your CV.
You could do what I did and become a professor there, Baron.
You're not a professor.
I am
Deckard
now.
didn't even have tenure.
Who's to say?
And you were his assistant.
Who's to say? He told me I could get the professorship.
I never saw you in the teacher's lounge. Nice try.
Well, I wasn't a teacher yet, wasn't I? Now I'm a professor.
Went straight to Professor.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Not
It's
a
like,
teaching aid or anything, yeah.
It's like getting promoted, right? You know, your boss dies and you take over.
Maybe down in the Underdark.
What?
Yeah.
This
I'm not
is
sure if
how
that's
it rolls for me. You know, I think you
Well,
guys need to go look
I
at the
can tell
union
you spent-
papers again and find out.
I can tell you spent a lot of time with Deckard because you're fucking nuts.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna go over and what am I gonna do? Hold on, I want to find one of my friends. I'm gonna go sit on Golmoff again and put his ear over my head. I'm gonna pout a little bit.
All right.
I
So
don't have
Just
any
sit on his lap.
I'm just trying. Like, there's
Yeah,
no
that's
actual trunks
probably.
to pick him up and
Yeah,
put
he's
him
got a
away.
weird thing with Golmoff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just
Loves
like,
the feel of that skin.
It is.
Pick 'em
Have
up.
you guys tried it? It's weird. It's like cold, but it's like warm at the same time. Very cool.
I like pick him up with the trunk and put him as far away as I can with it.
Who's popping stuff? That hurts the ears. Wow. Anybody else hear that? Or is it just me?
The static.
It's a
Something, yeah,
electricity
just
for
blew
sure.
my fucking eardrums out there.
I don't know what
That's
that
what
was.
happened to me at home too.
Ouch.
Oh, Ryan
Oh,
here.
yeah. Shocks it, yeah.
I'm not willing to call upon the Bone Merchant. She's pretty wary of that. She likes all of her appendages.
Well, if he's a fiend, or not a fiend, that'd be if he's a devil, you could offer him a piece of your soul.
I don't want to give him a piece of my soul. Like, I like
It's okay to give
Deckard.
somebody else's soul up, but not your own. I got it.
Mhm.
That's how it rolls,
Yeah.
right?
So
Let's do something. Let's go kill guys. Let's go
Yeah.
sacrifice some people. Let's go read some weird, crazy books. and
Places to
call
go.
Some weird people.
And I don't quite know where it is. It's been a very long time.
So you do remember that it was a little ways south of Dugan's Hole, just inside the spine of the world. You remember you had to go around some of the mountain, and then there were trees, and then there was a at that time it was winter, so a frozen river, and then you got to Dugan's Hole.
Also, I'm gonna mention, or well, I don't know if I'm just gonna mention. we were meeting here with Iggy, and then we had the Spirit Guardian thing. Where was that? Do we remember where that
Right.
was in relevant to this?
Yeah, Lilith, you can still feel the Shield Guardian. He is still very, very far to the west.
Do you guys want to go to the Shield Guardian? He sounds pretty cool. Go
Sure.
set him free.
I'll tell
Perhaps, but we have something
Yes.
to do right now that's very pressing.
What is
Oh,
that?
okay.
What is
I'm
We
that?
have to
really
get rid of
confused.
the squid people.
Squid people.
Good people.
What in the hell?
What are
I
squid
didn't want to alarm you all, but I'm positive at least one has survived.
Survived what?
people?
Survived the crash.
What crash?
I
What's going on?
don't quite remember.
Hmm.
And it's
We're
not
all
my
in our
headache.
gravy.
But,
This is really weird.
well,
Wait,
you
is
would
this
know.
the Mind Flayer?
Sure is.
Oh god.
Wait, have you told us about the your crash before we came out here?
No.
I thought you were super secretive about it, so I just
Yeah.
assumed that no one really knew about it.
There was something that I came from. I want to call it a ship of some sort. That I believe I was enslaved on.
Hmm.
And I think something has survived that crash. And more than one thing when I saw it. It's trying to rebuild. When we were at the moon mirror, we caught a glimpse of it, some of us. I think Skamos did.
Yeah. And I think
He was right
Corbin
behind
did
me.
as well, but he's not here to speak on that.
Yeah, we need to get rid of that. It's bad news.
Well, wouldn't
Well,
would
there's
a
Monsters.
So,
wouldn't
she's-
one of those things be helpful?
Nope.
Oh.
Not after enslaving me. It's gonna get what it fucking deserves.
No,
Is that
but if
where
we
our
had
headaches are coming from?
Is that where what?
Our headaches.
How much would I know
Let's see
about
his
mind
fucking
flayers?
brain. Wait,
What would that be a roll on?
Depends. Did you look into them after getting free?
Not for a long time, but yeah.
So you would know that they have psionic powers and that they would tend to use them to stun their prey before going in for the kill.
But then I know this is extremely strange. Something that's affecting over such a large range,
Yeah.
And over an entire group, too.
and all
More than an
the
entire group.
humans in here too are feeling
Yeah.
it.
You've been here long enough to notice that all of the town's inhabitants that you have seen have seemed to have headaches, and even some of the animals.
So they look exhausted.
Yeah.
So this is not normal for just any illithid.
so is
Did
that?
I get a feel of how big the ship was when I saw it?
It was a smaller ship. You're not sure how many it could have held, but it wasn't one of the big ones that is used to like kidnap an entire village. It's much more probably purpose built and smaller.
Do you think we could fix the ship and use it for ourselves?
No,
Well, that sucks.
Thinking
Not
of
that-
it,
not the way that they use.
it,
They're
it might be closer to like a schooner compared to the big frigate that a normal Nautiloid would be.
Wouldn't that be perfect for us? We could have a ship. What would we call it?
doesn't work that way. They're
How would
very
you-
tailored. They're
Are you sure?
very tailored to the particular creature that creates it.
Well, if it's psychic energy it needs, boom, I got you.
You think these things are stupid? These are extremely brilliant monsters that have been around for millennia. Not
Well, they-
anybody can just shove a key into a hole and work their magic.
Well,
Yeah,
they
but
crashed
arrogant.
and died, so they're not that brilliant.
And wait,
So we're trying to track down the illithid, correct? Or illithids? Do
We're
know
gonna
if there's
find its ship.
multiple?
yes.
We do not.
Well, should we go back to maybe that magical mirror and
So-
try and activate it and locate it that way? Because we know that we can track it down.
I think I know where I'm going.
So I'm gonna go Iggy. So
I've been there before.
what
Well,
if
let's go do it.
we have the key for the ship?
What key?
Ooh.
What
Insight check.
a key? Like, what if we have the key?
What is this key?
Does someone have the key? Do you have the key?
What would the key be for this kind of ship? Do you
I
think?
don't know.
Wait, so
You
who
know
has
what?
this key?
Is
Probably
it that?
purple thing that is?
I can't say.
Nobody. Does anybody?
I have
a
no
key?
idea. Deckard was the only one that saw it, I think.
I think he was.
Decker
Yeah.
probably had the key.
Does it have like a remote start on it?
Kind of.
It's got like a little squid face on it. Yeah.
Well, what if it was something that was found beside a squid face?
I don't know.
What if it was found inside a squid face?
These would have been amazing questions to ask Deckard.
You can ask
guess-
me. I
I
pretty
guess we'll
much
try it
know.
when we get there, and I'll just kind of like walk away.
You actually, being a Kuatoa, you might have some knowledge of horrific mind
You-
flayers.
You would probably know of your people's history with the mind flayers, but knowing one yourself, probably not.
I've read many books, many that Deckard has written about illithids.
Lilith came from the Underdark, so would she know enough to be helpful of mind flayers, or just enough that she stayed away from them?
You'd probably know to stay away from them, and that's about it. You would know that once their psychic blast hits you, you're probably as good as dead. At least when you were growing up.
They will eat your brain.
Yeah.
How
They don't care
does it
for
eat your
life.
brain?
They don't care for lesser races.
So-
Pure evil. They deserve to be exterminated.
Do you think that maybe we should get some mind protection or some tinfoil hats before we go take these things on?
I've thought about it, but unfortunately the magic required for protection of the mind is a little bit beyond me. I haven't had enough time for research and development, so I came up with another solution to this problem.
What is that? Are we just gonna go kill him? Hit him with something hard.
You could say that.
Fair enough. Let's do it.
You just have to be
Alright.
very careful. This is a very dangerous being. It
So
might not
see-
hurt to do some reconnaissance.
Alright.
I suspect he will have various mind slaves protecting him as well. If not in the... I might like talk a little quieter. Within Duggan's Hole itself.
What are we looking for?
I suspect he might have mind slaves. This is how they...
Oh,
this is how
mind
they,
slaves.
This is how they work. So, perhaps one of them, I think I know where I'm going, but if we have to, we could maybe follow one of his mind-controlled minions in town.
Alright.
So should we go to town and figure out who those are?
Perhaps. They already know
Yeah.
we're here, but they don't know why we're here. Perhaps somebody who's great at lying could throw them off course.
Maybe good at disguises too. All right.
Yeah. I'm not inconspicuous at all. Let me go.
Because Duggan's Hole is really close from here, right?
You're in Dugan's Hole.
Oh, sorry, I meant the ship.
The ship, you think by foot, it's probably... actually, I should have that in here. On foot, it's probably a little over a day. If you had snowshoes, that would cut it down by quite a bit. Unless
about
you
a
were
moose?
taking the cart. The wagon is a lot slower and goes about as fast as you are on foot without snowshoes.
If it's fairly, like, I think as a rule of thumb, we would probably only take the cart if it's more than a day's travel.
Yeah, we might want to be quick here.
So, or we just want to go and kill something.
We're alone, right? There's nobody in here.
No, you're alone.
I just want to figure out who his mind slaves are.
Well, we don't know for sure, but I suspect. It makes sense to me if he's expanding, and this is one of the closest areas of civilization.
And how would
Yeah.
we be able to tell that someone's a mind slave?
And that stag doesn't help either.
I don't actually know.
Would I know that maybe, like, would I be able to, let's see here. Because I can telepathically speak to people.
Can I,
So you do have
We all
telepathy?
I do.
Oh, is that because you're
Telepathic.
1 feet?
I don't know.
I think it's the aberrant mind sorcerer in and of itself.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's
Yeah, that's right. So
I got a gift to
you
the gem
actually
dragon, telepathic reprisal.
you are
So
actually
basically-
hearing the same static that Golemov and Lilith are.
Okay.
so I was just about to ask if I could, like, tap into and clarify the static at all? Or if
Um,
it seemed clear when we were walking through the town anywhere.
It seemed to get clearer as you were walking through the town going further south. Not very much, but if you concentrate, you think that you can kind of feel a slight direction to follow to get towards clearer signal.
Okay.
If we have a few days, I pull out of my bag of holding. I have an ingot of tin. I did
You
think
know, just-
about this Golemov, but I haven't had time.
Oh, the tinfoil hat. Like, well, honestly, it might actually interfere with my gut feeling. Yeah, gut feeling. I think I might know which direction it's coming from.
I don't know how many or how long it would take me to forge that many tinfoil hats.
Yeah, it would take a while.
I can maybe do one.
Yeah.
I've got 5 pounds of tin.
So
That'd be a couple of hats.
yeah,
That's probably a day or two.
that's
I feel
a
like
few
I
days
hear some
worth of-
static right now. Like
Right?
something.
Someone's not wearing
Yeah.
headphones.
I think
Oh,
it's just me.
got Melissa.
Sorry.
You'll have to mute yourself when you're not talking, otherwise it'll come through.
That's right.
Just wanted to add
Alright.
a dramatic effect. That's
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how does the group want to go about this?
Let's just
And,
go
oh,
kill him.
by the way, also try to keep these thoughts from the top of your mind about all this.
I can't stop thinking about it now.
Baron
Yeah.
says
Think
the
about
only thing
goats.
I think of.
Baron says, if you guys leave, I will keep an eye out for any mind slaves here.
How would you
Right.
do that? You're pretty useless, Baron. You're not even a teacher yet.
I mean, he has eyes. Just because he doesn't have it in his arm doesn't mean he doesn't have eyes.
Exactly.
Hey, Baron took the loss of his arm like a champion.
I did my
Nice to be able to
best.
say about him.
One arm champion.
Still a champion.
I'll like go over to Baron. It's like, what would you say if I could teach you how to manifest an arm?
He says, that would be a lot of training. I've already put a lot of training into following Professor Papplestamp's teachings. As you can see, and he points down to his kind of shabby, because he's doing it with a single arm prosthetic.
Yeah.
The next one will be better.
Is it kind of like a
says-
stick? He just has a stick sticking in his arm?
It's a few sticks that are kind of worked together. He says, once I can get it shaped, it's only a matter of time before I have the magical power to turn it into an actual functioning arm again.
A real boy's arm?
Respect a man dedicated to his craft. And I'll like, pat him on the arm and leave him be.
On the missing arm or the good
that I
arm?
could go to
Pat
like,
him
I
on
go to
his
do it with
arm,
my
just shatter it. Oh, sorry about that.
Well,
He's like, I've been
no,
working on
no.
that for weeks.
I go to like pat him on the far arm like the one that's missing with my trunk, realize it's not there, so instead I like touch his arm with my hand and like move my trunk away and hope he didn't notice.
No,
He seems a little preoccupied.
How? I know you have certain useful abilities. How short can you get?
I think just the regular.
Yeah, I think you can only be the same size you are, right?
Ah,
Yeah.
damn. Because
Well, no, I can appear as a member of another race.
Okay.
You'd be a really tall gnome if you did that, though. Because we had that corpse of that female gnome that I recognized from the.
Yeah. Coloration, hair length, and sex. Adjust height and weight, but not so much that your height, that your size changes. So yeah, you can stay the same size, but you can't become like a halfling because you would be having to get too small. A dwarf you could do because that's still medium, but
Thinking.
All right. How do we want to approach this dangerous situation?
Head on. Let's
Do
just
we
get
want to
into
just
it.
rush it, or
Let's
do we
do
want to
this.
wait for? Do we want to wait for a tinfoil helmet, which we may
Is there
not
is
know
there any
works
sort
or
of spells or potions that could help us? Do you know of, or would we know of?
not?
I think if we had some giant strength potions, that would be very helpful.
There's a mind blank, but it's extremely powerful magic. That's all I can think of.
mhm.
There's probably something else, but I don't know.
There
There's
are
not a lot of
magic
protection.
items that
Is
There's not a lot of protection for this.
cause the mind blank effect, but yeah,
That still doesn't protect from the stunning blast, though.
I don't think so. No.
Doesn't
Can
Well-
you dodge a stunning blast?
No.
doesn't protection from good and evil help? 'Cause you can't be frightened.
Yeah, but it just stun your brain.
It's still stunning you.
Yeah.
Stun your brain out.
And then
It's
he
not
eats
fear.
your brain.
Do we know what actual kind of mental effect it has? Like, is it an actual stun or is it a?
It's a stun.
Okay.
I suspect it might be more successful against somebody like you, Golemov. No offense.
I
So
don't know what you're
I think it's an intelligence save.
about.
Well,
Makes me
shit.
This might be very difficult for all of you.
Everyone except me.
Then you go into a fight, he's the first one that gets down.
That'd be funny because it's a class save too for me.
Well, let's do it. I'm down.
Yep, let's do it.
Do
Okay.
we want to
kill it.
rush it, or do we
Let's
want
rush
to?
Yeah, just
we want
straight
to-
rush it.
You don't want
I
to put it around
imagine
the
if
town.
we give it time, it'll just get
That's-
more powerful.
We don't
And
want to
more
miss.
comrades.
We don't want to misdirect the town.
No, we don't even want to think about it anymore. Like we're thinking about it too much. They might even get wind of it. Let's just go.
That's
Try
very
and
true.
have some sort of element of surprise.
Okay, everybody,
Alright.
stop thinking. We can do this.
I agree.
So, but does anyone? Are we just following Iggy?
Iggy knows. He says he knows where we're going, so
Alright.
stop thinking. Iggy, we trust you.
Sometimes.
And this
Yeah,
is one of
Iggy-
those times.
Iggy, start thinking.
All right, we can get there within a day.
Are you guys
go
doing
right now.
anything with that potion? By the way,
Oh, I
Oh,
was
show
going
it
to
to
give the
Iggy.
minor illusion
Oh,
potion to
yeah, potion.
Iggy.
Minor illusion.
Yeah, it will allow you to It basically permanently teaches you the spell. I think is for minor illusion.
Oh, really?
Oh.
yeah. Let me
a
just
spell.
find that specific thing.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I guess we could have given that to, or we could have presented.
I'm
that
the
to
wizard.
Scammers,
If you
too.
want,
Also, is
I can do a similar function with my magical tinkering.
Yeah. So if you drink all of it, it gives you the ability to cast minor illusion at will,
Well,
using intelligence as the spellcasting ability.
I'll offer it. I'll see. I can actually already do this with my
Well,
artificer abilities.
I'll
Who
take
would-
it then.
Who would be most benefited? Skamos? I know Skamos and even Lilith, or even our big orc friend here could use it.
Well, I will volunteer my name, but if anybody else wants it, feel free.
All right, have at her.
Great.
Open up.
Plug, plug.
All right.
All right, I need you guys to bend over and cough.
Yeah,
me
it's not that kind of
open.
potion. It's a suppository.
Yeah. An enema, or whatever you call it, eh?
Yeah, the potion's actually an enema.
Is it a cantrip that it would be, or what would it be?
It
under?
is, yes. You can add the cantrip. I'll do that for you because I think that makes it so that it doesn't
Okay.
count. Add spells.
That's always such a fun spell.
Yeah. It might be something.
It's under mage cantrips, I think, is where I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I would have to add it with a because it says that you've already learned the maximum that you have, I think.
Like a boon or something.
Yeah.
You can always just, it's a cantrip. You can just remember you have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the time being, I'll have to do it as a feat in order for you
I'll have
to use
no
it.
prepare.
Oh, does Duggan's Hole have a bullseye lantern I could buy?
You could probably find one, yeah.
All right, I'll have grabbed one of those two then.
Okay.
Do they have a shop here? Like,
It's a
sell it?
very small shop. You can't get much, but is there something specific you're
Do they
looking
have
for?
anything? I don't know. I was looking to get something sort of explosive.
Oh, I hold up the bone merchant coin. I go, huh?
Yeah, there wouldn't be
I have
something
a
explosive.
load of money to spend. Like I have two grand to spend.
I hold up the bone merchant coin. Huh?
Like,
What kind of helmet could I get? I know he's gonna take my head if I ask for a helmet. I don't trust this guy.
Maybe not. Maybe not. You don't know. You can ask him.
You might just ask for a couple fingers.
I hold up the coin again.
Oh, I'm sort of tempted. All right. Well, no, he's gonna ask. No, he's gonna take Elliot from me. Fuck.
Oh, who's to say he
one
will?
of the most-
I'm gonna
would that be
go.
bad?
I'm
Do you
gonna
think
go.
that
Come on.
Iggy loved his eye the most?
He didn't take that
Probably
much
not.
from me.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Okay, I'll take it and ask for a magic helmet that'll protect me from this thing.
Okay, so you're gonna just straight up
Yeah.
use it?
I'm gonna use
Okay.
it.
So
Play your death.
you are looking
Another one.
for a specific item. I need to find.
Do we know if that coin is a one-use only kind of deal?
We'll find out.
Because I would.
He might give one to each person when they, spend it. How did you get yours? Did you give it to you afterwards?
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of just showed up in a shop and he was there. Said he
Was it
was
his own
subletting.
shop?
No, he was subletting
You
Subletting.
on the
Oh.
fly.
There does not appear to be a thing to. Okay. I need to look for that.
I'm actually not sure how to use this coin, to be honest. Maybe put it under your pillow.
I think we should drink.
Put it under your pillow.
I think the
Well, if
only
I-
one is the.
I could use
ring.
identify on it, and it would tell me exactly how to use it.
Wondrous item. I know there are a couple ones, and I'm just. Is it this one? Okay, that's not gonna help. Just trying to actually find, because I'm pretty sure there's more than just the ring.
There's a ring?
There's a ring of mind shielding, and I think there's a hat or a helmet, but
I'm good with either. If it's a ring, then it's a ring.
Even with $2,000, I don't think you'd be able to afford that.
$2,000?
Yeah, that thing's no that an item like that is like, because I think it's a 6th level spell.
Ring of mind shielding is uncommon.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought.
Would we be able to buy it?
Line,
Like,
know
just
your alignment.
Probably not in town.
Let's see if we can
Not
just
in this
wholesale
town,
it.
no. So let me see. Dreadhelm.
It still doesn't protect against the blast, though. You would need something that gives you like some sort of advantage on save versus like intelligence rolls or something, which I don't know if that exists.
There are iron stones,
Ooh,
which would do that, but those are expensive.
those are. Thanks for half. Thanks for your soul.
What am I
Hat of
getting?
disguise, hat of vermin, wizardry, headband of intellect. Okay, that's a possibility. Okay. Sorry to our viewers that I'm having to look through D&D Beyond to find what I'm looking for, but because I don't know off the top of my head which one it is that would help, so intelligence checks, so that's not going to help. No, none of the iron stones really help there. Absorption, agility, awareness, fortitude, greater absorption, insight,
I think I found one, but it's legendary.
intellect.
I just also want to. I almost want to see him just get a ring of mind shielding, for when he dies.
Yeah.
Just so he can annoy the
Just the
hell out of.
end.
Oh yeah.
Just the end. And I was just reading the end part. It's like
Yeah.
the telepathic communication cannot be ignored.
It's just like Stiff Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's only to the person wearing it, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything other than the two that I've found so far. But I'm getting into necklaces. Okay. Rhythm, robes. Yeah. I think it's going to be one of these two that I found. Spell gem's not gonna work. Stormglide, talisman of ultimate evil. Not gonna help you.
I'll take that.
Pretty fun, though.
Voting kit. Yeah, on the very last page, there is nothing. So, when he arrives in a, that's only uncommon as well. God damn.
I like the sound of that.
he arrives in a just in a corner of the room. You just pick up the coin and you just think, okay, you decide, okay, I'm gonna get something from him, and the coin disappears. And in the corner of the room there is sort of a shadow that a skeleton wearing a wide-brimmed hat and a long coat and some boots. There's actually also a plague doctor's mask hanging from around his neck. And he's also actually, I didn't notice before, but he's also actually wearing glasses.
Intelligent.
You can see just barely in the corner over his shoulder that the shadow goes on well beyond the corner of the room, like he is in a different place. And he says, "What can I help you with?"
Just looking for something for our next upcoming battle here. It looks like it's going to be a doozy.
Says, "Well, I do have a couple things. I can sell you something to make you smarter, to try to resist their influence, or something that will fight against their influence. The choice is yours."
I think probably smarter.
Smarter? All right. He pulls out a golden circlet. It's got a bunch of pearls on it, as well as a little crystal hanging from the front side. Uncommon costs how much?
The catch is, for every point of intelligence it gives you, you lose an inch off your penis.
So you got a good 2 inches. You gotta go.
I don't have much to work with here, guys.
It's gonna turn into an idiot.
So, give me a
Oh my god.
give me a D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
D20. Okay, my intelligence modifier is +2. Come on. Okay, 11.
Okay. So that is going to be okay. So for the cost of this,
He wants your testicles.
how much
Deal.
is
I would, but they're not there anymore. They've been long gone for years.
Fine, I can get nudicles.
he says,
Nudicles?
you can offer me one of two things. You can offer me ability or hope.
Ability or what?
Hope.
Hope.
Wait, are
I
we
got hope.
frozen in time while Schemos is talking to him?
Nope.
Or we're all just watching this going like, oh my god.
Oh, wait, what is hope?
If you want, you can exchange just to have some depression.
Right? Done. That's easy.
Oh my
Got
god,
it.
I don't know if that's worth it. It'd be like, you're all already depressed.
Let's do.
Oh, can't
He'd
get
be the robot off of Hitchhiker's Guide
Let's
to the
do
Galaxy.
Let's
Hope?
do hope.
Okay.
Oh, guys.
So he
This is
hands
horrible.
you a headband of intellect, which is a really good item. for being an uncommon item. You lose all hope and will to live. You get for the rest of your character's life, you have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws, Wisdom saving throws, and Death saving throws.
Oh my god.
What a ripoff!
Whoa. You should have got more of that.
But
I'm gonna go put my hand on his shoulder.
But I got a cool headband.
your
we don't know,
intelligence
do we?
increases to 19
Wow.
while you're wearing the headband, once you've attuned to it.
I'm gonna say, what can I get for a nipple?
He looks at you and says,
Can I get some old man gnome nipples?
you could get something rather cheap.
I have this bag of
Says-
Doritos if you want
He,
for a nipple.
I
Pulls
got
a,
this bag of cheeseburgers, man.
he pulls a potion
These
out of
cheeseburgers.
his one of the many pockets in his jacket and says,
I have a half drink
I
Pepsi
could
here.
give you this.
No, I don't know if I'm that desperate.
To get a third nipple?
I'd like to
Fuck
be.
yeah,
I like to be
baby.
symmetrical.
But dude, you'll get a half drink and Pepsi.
Oh,
He shrugs and puts it back. Is there anything I can help the rest of you with, or should I go back?
hey, what do you charge? What do you like? Do you like goats?
You like
Says,
goats?
A goat cannot offer me anything.
Have you met our goats?
Not even Bane?
It is not a sapient
Well,
creature
Bane
such
is
as
not
yourselves.
You know what? Let's bring Elliot in here. Maybe he
Yeah.
wants.
No.
I'm just gonna straight up ask. Can you bring someone back from the dead?
No.
Whoa, useless. Even for a book. I've got a book to give you.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna go. What about if my friend here wants a new arm, and I bring Baron up?
He says, Baron looks at him and, what is that going to come to? Game rules, magic items, prosthetic. That is actually pretty cheap. So, 1.5. So, says ability or blood.
Blood.
The choice is yours. I'm not paying for
Blood,
this.
blood.
This is up to you, Baron.
Blood. Blood. Blood.
Baron says, I think I may prefer to do this on my own.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
Baron, you're such a puss.
Don't say I didn't do anything for you.
I will not. My name is on that paper.
It is not spelled wrong.
Yeah. It'll be like, with special help from Baron, whatever, right at like the end.
Baron whatever.
Don't actually know his real name.
All right. Anyone else, or should he step back into the...
I'm gonna ask him, what will he give me if I let him give me a nice cool scar across my face, like off down the eye? Not
I
to
can do that
ruin
for
my eye,
free.
but just a scar so I look really cool.
he
I can do that for free,
says,
but you gotta hold still.
I can do
Yeah.
that for free, yeah.
A blood offering is... Well, it depends on how much blood you wish to shed.
Well, technically, what I would be doing would be a blood off. Well, what I do to you would be also a blood offering, technically.
That's what I got.
So what are you looking for?
I don't know. I was just
Oh.
saying if he gives me something if I cut myself. My character really doesn't care. Give me a book.
Do we know about Severin? Do we know what's your child?
But
I'm a
my
child.
kid?
Yeah.
I've always talked about him before, yeah.
Maybe you could give something to speak to your child.
Why though?
Don't you miss him?
Well, I miss him every once in a while, but like I'm not gonna risk. I'll see him again eventually. It's not like he's gone forever.
Did you sell him into servitude in the Nine Hells? Like, I heard this other guy. There's this book I read where this guy sold his son into servitude in the Nine Hells. It wasn't his
My
son,
son?
but it was.
Well,
No,
my son
this was
works
a.
at a
This,
smithy with my brother.
no, this was a book I read. I think this
Oh.
guy was named H.H. Holmes, and he sold his
You know,
son into servitude.
I'll whisper this to Severin and I'll say, you already got a kid. Why don't you see what you can get for your virility?
Hey,
Uh,
so it wouldn't be a blood offering; it would be another offering.
that feels,
He
that
looks
feels
to
weird.
Severin and says, I do have armors.
Ooh. You would get a good cod piece for your virility.
Yeah. Bonus attack.
I'll do it.
For my virility?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, you
for
just
virility.
zero.
The armor that I carry is expensive. It would be in
For your
exchange
whole
for your soul.
manhood.
Come on, we're all doing something
Hey.
fun here. As I just say, fuck this world.
What
Can I
would
offer
want? I
up?
don't know what I would want though. That's the thing. I got a pretty sick ass sword. I don't mind the armor I got. It's a little
Sounds
beat
pretty
up, I guess.
Yeah, but
He
he's got the good stuff.
steps
I say,
slightly
I'm trying to
aside,
put on my headband.
and you see a full set of plate armor that has a bunch of jagged spikes coming off of it
Okay, I see.
in various places.
Little,
Okay,
a
okay.
little edgy, I guess.
What could I get for a timeshare in my soul?
Not much.
Should rename this
Not
episode.
much time.
Do you have anything
left,
where I could
or
just
what?
kill one person instantly and not have to fight them? That'd be kind of neat. Like a big,
Unfortunately,
like
no.
a finger of like death or something.
If you did, it'd probably kill you too.
The Eye of Vecna? Or the Hand of Vecna?
Holy
That's a good
hand
one.
grenade.
Oh.
This reminding me of that Simpsons with Flanders being the devil. Don't tempt Satan.
What could I
I'm really trying
get
to think. I
for
don't know what I would
Scamos'
want
soul?
though. Like,
See, Scamos doesn't want to live anymore, right? So would I be able
Well,
to
if I were
roll
to buy
this
this
around?
armor, what do I have to put up in
Your soul.
Your soul
my soul?
for the
Soul.
armor.
How about Scamos' soul for the armor? He doesn't want to live anyway.
Shut up! You're devaluing your bargaining position.
Says, I have a great axe, much cheaper.
Not really an axe guy. Already got a pretty sick sword.
If I open the door, can I get Elliot to come over?
He can't really get through. He's much bigger than the door.
Lucky.
What about something that can give me
Says-
more strength, I guess? Make me stronger.
Strength. What is your strength right now?
That's a good question. I think it's just 16.
You
16?
can't get your soul back,
Yep.
so be afraid of this. You can't get your hope back either. Holy!
Nope.
I should have showed this coin to you guys.
So,
That headband is pretty sweet, though. I have to say, it looks great on you.
so he says, I have a pair of gauntlets.
Don't do it.
They would not cost you as much. You could get it for stamina, ability.
Kind of stamina.
Stamina is just that.
Are we talking like, okay, like out of character, are we talking like health points here?
Out of character, you're talking exhaustion.
So I have like permanent exhaustion.
Constant exhaustion? Oh my god. What does ability get you, anyways? What's that?
Ability is special. I won't tell you until it happens. If someone takes it, they take it.
Okay, if I get these gauntlets and I say exhaustion, do I get permanently exhausted or just exhausted for a little bit? How does this work?
It would be exhausted for a little bit, but it would be when he chooses. Not immediate, so you can't just take a long rest and be gone.
Oh, so all of a sudden you'll just get exhausted.
Just randomly.
That's like that thing where it's like, I get to punch you, but you won't know when I punch you.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you live in
Is it permanent after I get exhausted, or is it just...
No, but it could be at an inopportune time.
You know, I'll take the exhaustion thing. That sounds alright.
Okay.
I'll get exhausted randomly, that's okay.
All right.
I mean, if you're gonna die anyways, right?
Yeah.
You get a pair of gauntlets of ogre power.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Jeez.
All right, come on, Golov. You know you want.
Yeah, come on, everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing it. Lilith?
Yeah. Rename the episode Soul Dealing.
Yeah. Who knows if you'll get to the Nautiloid?
Lilith wants that. I don't.
I knew you guys would be corrupted if I brought it out.
There's nothing Lilith really wants.
I think she wants an internet connection that works.
Yeah.
Did I fuck up? Am I frozen again?
No, you're okay. You
we
were
couldn't hear
for
you.
a second.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think there's anything that he could tempt Lilith with that I could think off the top of my head.
Well, he has tons of stuff. Just wait, he'll show you.
I'm just... I can't think of a single thing off the top of my head either.
Yeah. I mean, you've got some decent stuff there, Lilith. He doesn't really have anything that would attract your attention.
Yeah, Lilith's not much into items. Although, Brad, I think you should add Patrick's old, Ring of Warmth to my inventory.
Okay.
I did take it. For
You did
its
take
value.
it?
What about something for Bane?
Bane's fine.
Maybe Bane would want to give something up.
Alright, I'll ask Bane. Bane, is there anything you want from this, the Bone Merchant for your immortal soul?
He says,
Goats have souls?
I want that gas. I want to breathe that again.
Oh, I could just make that for him. We need that mushroom.
No, Bane. You don't need the gas.
Ask Bane if he wants to basically become like a super goat. Become bipedal.
Oh, like a
Get
dire
bad
goat.
hands. I mean, just get like swole.
What's
Is
the
there cool armor or something, or that gas mask that will make him berserk?
I can make that.
Can we just
I
can
still
we make
have
him like a
gas
goat ogre?
There-
Okay, like when sorry.
A Gogre?
A goat.
A Gogre. Can we make him a Gogre? Like in Warhammer where they have those rat dudes that are all of a sudden super swollen beefcaked?
No, I was just gonna say, what if he got a mask that turns him into a goat demon?
That'd be kinda sweet.
Yeah.
What are the name of those things? The rat
No, the ivory goat statues.
But it would have to be the goat's sacrifice, not Lilith's sacrifice, because she's
Yeah.
asking him to make this choice.
The Bone Lord says a goat does not have the sapience required for an offering to me.
What about
Well-
a moose?
You'll have to waken him later.
What about a moose?
It is a sentient moose.
He is. He can't fit in here though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can take the Bone Lord out to him.
He's right
It
outside.
says
My
unlikely.
name's Bone Merchant.
Oh,
Idiots.
merchant. Come on. Respect the dude.
Every
Even
guy-
awakened, it is not what I require.
Looks like Allion's safe.
We could totally sell Bane or the Moose's soul. That'd be awesome.
Oh, he said he didn't want it though, unfortunately.
Yeah, he won't take animal souls. Alright, well, Bane,
Dime a
you're,
dozen.
Iggy, you owe me a mask since I've been taking on all your dumbass goats.
You don't have to. That's your own fault. And don't say that in front of Annabelle. She's so cute.
I didn't say dumbass, but I've been taking all your goats, and of course I'm going to take Annabelle. But you should make that mask for Bane.
Alright, I'll make Bane a mask.
All right. He says, "Is that all?"
Yeah, but I want your coin for if I need this again later.
He says,
You
"You
have
may
nothing left
find
to
one
offer?
later, but you've used this one." And he steps back into the shadow and disappears.
Oh shit.
That was actually quite productive.
Yeah, I got 19 strength now. That's pretty sweet.
I got 19 intelligence. Well, I got
Yeah, but you got clinical depression now. I just get tired every once in a while.
You just became an emo kid.
I mean, was I always one? You guys don't know.
You don't know me.
Now you got like, all of a sudden eye makeup shows up around your eyes
Yeah.
when you change yourself now.
All right.
Just an instant.
So
How
you
long does it
guys,
take to attune to this headband, or how do I?
just an hour.
Yeah, we can wait an hour and then leave.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Chad didn't want anything.
I wasn't paying attention. And my belief, because I was afraid that he'd try to ask me for my belief, and I already know that I'm destined for something great because my God, like she's got something planned for me. So I'm not gonna bother with that. My God has something way better for me happening. So I don't care.
Chad's God is an awesome God.
Yeah. You know what? While you start singing that, I'm gonna start dancing to it. I got my hands up, giving the thumbs up to everybody, and doing the Elaine kicks.
All right.
Let's do that.
You guys
Let's
heading
go
out?
kill some squitters. I'm heading out.
Not thinking where we're going because I have no
Side-
clue.
If you see the squitters, Lilith says in game, you run. You don't fight them. We're not ready to fight them.
Are you talking to me or the goat?
To Chud.
And I'm gonna look at the goat and go, "She's talking to you," and I'll walk out.
Can I prepare an action for Elliot if we see anything that resembles like one of those creatures to just charge at it?
To just charge? Yeah.
Absolutely, just charge straight at
I'm
it.
gonna charge humans.
All right.
If I
Listen, bystander with the murder moose.
can I do like a perception check to see if anybody's watching us leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10.
10. You don't notice anything.
Would I be able to feel anybody like with the psychic energy of that sort of thing? Or is that something a little too much?
That's a little too much.
Does
And
the
I'm assuming we're getting a little bit more clear with everybody's fuzziness.
Yes, you do. The people who are not telepathic, when you're about halfway, actually, when you're about at the river, you guys start hearing the static. The telepathic ones start to hear something that is kind of it's cycling through languages. It does eventually get to a language that each of you understand, and it says, "Alert, alert. Nautiloid designated id ascendant down. Crew and tadpoles safe, but vessel imperiled. Regeneration halted to conserve power. Emergency protocols enabled. Psi crystal needed. Come at once." Message repeats. And then it goes into the next language.
Did we already talk about the psi crystal? Or are we not?
Guillemot hasn't mentioned it.
Okay,
Kind of.
I just asked what if we had the key. So I'm gonna like shuffle back in the line, talk with Ian. So like once it kind of becomes clear, it'll be like, so what happens if we actually have the key to the ship?
Oh, I don't care. I have a problem to solve that, or I have a solution to that problem.
I have a problem to solve that solution. Don't worry, guys.
I mean,
and what's your solution?
Icedale's so big. How are we going to find this key? I don't even know what we're looking for a key. Oh, I have a solution. You actually, if you look at Hot Rod, you'll notice he looks like almost pregnant. He's pot-bellied.
What's in the robot?
That's proprietary knowledge owned by Baldur's Gate University.
I'm part of Baldur's Gate University.
It does.
I think I'm privileged to the proprietary knowledge.
not in the fringe. Sorry. This is you don't have the scan card to get into this room.
Access denied.
So if I told you that I had the key, it wouldn't matter.
No. Why would it?
So you just want to blow the ship up anyways?
Perhaps.
Wait, man, we need that ship.
I told you, nobody enslaves Iggy. These fucking guys are gonna get what they deserve.
I second that. Charge.
I'm sure.
Couldn't
I'm
we
pretty
blow
sure we
the
can.
ship from the inside?
I just nod to Iggy and like, okay, and we'll just
Guillemot, I'm gonna give you a wink, and I'm gonna say, I'm pretty sure we can just hold Iggy down and sit on him. Start up that boat.
I'm just gonna shrug, but like, he knows the boat better than I do. Blowing it up sounds just as good as anything else. So, like, we have no concept of rebuilding this thing or what shape it's in.
Yeah. So what method are you guys using to travel there?
I think there's snowshoes, right?
I think we're snowshoeing it if it's less than a day.
So that takes
riding
you
Bane.
About 14 hours. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I think just around the bend of the mountain, I would want us to slow down and be more cautious.
Okay.
Because I know there was creatures coming and going.
Yeah. Did you want to take a rest and do it in the morning? Because you would be getting like if you're going now, you'd be at about 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, we'd be getting there like.
Do we want to rest that close to these things when they can sense us telepathically? I don't think so. I think we kind of just want to go get it done.
Maybe they won't be watching. I hope.
Well, how early would we have to leave in the morning to arrive there? Like, how many hours is the actual travel time?
It's about 14 and a half hours.
Oh, Jesus. We'd have to, like, leave in the middle of the night. Well, we can take a short rest in the trees, I guess, and then go at dawn.
Okay. Take a couple hours sleep to get in. Well, dawn's around 10 o'clock because of the way that the sun is, but did you want to go like 7, 8-ish?
Well, I mean, the point is like having the light, but if we're not going to get light anyways, we may as well muscle through it if the group can.
I'd say we
Do
just keep going.
Let's go it. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's do this.
And I mean, I have a drift globe now.
Yeah. And because of the cold and because you're not taking the wagon, I need everyone who is not resistant to cold damage to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20. 22.
Am I resistant with Patrick's Deckard's
Yes, you are.
Awesome.
So you don't need to worry about it.
8
Oh,
with
lucky roll.
disadvantage.
Ooh.
10.
I got super lucky. 21.
If I think though, if you have cold weather gear, it's +2. I think is what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
It'll
10.
it'll say in there.
12 and 10. So the two of you take 2d6, which is going to be 11 points of cold damage for Golemov
Nice
and
roll.
Skamos. And then 5 points of temporary cold damage for the other two, Chud and Iggy. So once you get into a warm place for about 10 minutes, you can heal up that damage.
You said 5?
Yeah. And let's...
Yeah, because the hot rod's not on right now.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna chug a quick potion of healing for that. That hurt.
So, let's reset down, and there's, I'm just gonna zoom in, because I really love these, tokens that used the latest, stuff from
Oh,
Lilith.
that's awesome.
Sex Put it on. Good
The
night.
goat is great.
He is, yeah.
I don't know if they can.
Good night.
I can almost. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi. Nothing can happen to Elliot now. It looks
They all say
so
good night,
cool.
sweetie.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
There's it. Good night, baby.
Oh, did you put oil on Elliot's head?
Are you
I guess.
for a mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has his lanterns too.
There at the top.
Wrong kind, but whatever.
And
Oh.
Lilith.
Who can't see in the dark, by the way?
I can see in the dark.
I cannot.
So he's
Well-
the only one who can see in the dark because he's got superior dark vision. Everyone else
So-
needs light.
Yeah, I'm just sitting with the drift globe out.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're good.
Yeah.
I can. Anybody who wants, I can give him a coin that can light up for 5 feet of light. But Lilith doesn't need it because she has a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my sword out.
Does Severin, does your sword do a light source too?
Only when
No,
he
it doesn't
casts
glow.
Moonbeam.
All right.
I do not have the light on the soul.
Who wants a glowing penny?
Sure, I'll take one.
All right. So I only need to do 2.
Also, hey Brad, just to clarify.
Yep.
Does the drift globe suffer from the diminished light spell from this
Yes.
Okay.
He's got that sweet guitar solo going.
Yeah, what was that?
Who is playing? I don't know.
Sorry. That's pretty good.
It was good. So I don't have it on here. What's the diminished light spell giving us? Is it just the time?
So, no, it's 10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah, so it's 10 feet in any direction for bright light, and then 20 feet of dim light for an additional 20.
Okay.
Instead of, I think, 20 and 20.
32, and actually bring this.
Oh, wait, never mind.
One.
It is 20 and...
Should be 20 and 20, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
That's weird, because that's what...
I think the only difference is that it uses concentration.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
But this is a drift globe, so...
Yeah, so you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
25. And Chud is 22. And what is Skamos after that healing potion?
I'm at 27 of 28.
Okay. And Golemov, what are you at?
32.
32. Excellent. Okay. So, you guys get here. And I'm going to move him up. And there we go. So, you can hear something loud flopping to the southwest of you.
Flopping.
I'm yielding direction to Iggy because he's the one leading the pack.
I don't know what that is. Who's sneaky? Who can investigate that?
Or do you want to turn Hot Rod's bullseye?
All right.
Where's this flopping coming from?
I'll turn Hot Rod's bullseye to the flopping.
Okay. So, over there, you do see
What the hell is that?
the edge of what looks like a carapace. It's a purple carapace. And if he aims up, you can see that it goes up kind of like a snail shell. And kind of like a mohawk on that snail shell are sails going all the way down to the ground.
Cool, let's stealth. I'm gonna stealth.
I'll turn Hot Rod down.
Okay.
I think we'll try to sneak in.
Bigby, you're
Yeah,
right
no,
in
the-
my way. Your
A giant
tail's right in my
glowing,
face.
a giant glowing moose.
Good
We'll
boy.
sneak in.
I'll dim his lanterns or put
Okay.
them on if I need to.
So, how dim are you putting?
I'm
first
gonna
Hot Rod?
follow. I'm gonna follow the robot's lead here.
Okay. How dim is Hot Rod going?
Well, I mean, I think they probably already saw us, didn't they?
Possibly.
I'll put them right out.
Put him right out. Okay.
Yeah.
And following his example. Okay. Got the same for Elliot. All right. And
Lilith will sword his.
shield her sword. Okay.
So are we rolling stealth from here?
That's up
Yeah,
to
I
you
think
if
so.
you want to roll stealth.
I rolled a 13. I'm fully stealthed.
Okay.
I'm not gonna walk in stealth. I'm gonna be a big distraction.
All right.
But
think I got a
you guys all
9.
be sneaky. But as I walk around jingle jangling like I'm Santa Claus, I'm like, hey guys, like I'm just gonna walk up.
All
They're
right.
gonna get me no matter what.
And what about you, Golemov? Are you turning off the
Okay,
light
well,
spell?
in
or...
that case, I'm
No,
gonna give him a lantern to go take as the distraction then.
I was gonna
Yeah.
walk with with Severin.
Okay.
I'll give
Just
them
stroll
both
up
a
Taking the
lantern
front.
to take.
Just stroll up with the Griff Club.
All right. So, are you heading toward the? You're pretty sure you're at the back end of the Nautiloid. Were you going to head toward the front?
The long way around it.
The long way?
The long way around it, though.
Okay.
Brad, was I able to make any other dynamite or anything?
You had to use an infusion for this one for
Okay, yeah.
hot rod.
So I'm not. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So I'm just going to expand this so that I'm not moving it every 10 seconds.
Do we see any tracks in the ground?
Currently, no. Doesn't look like anyone's come and gone. You do get to a divot in the snow. It looks like this area is deeper than the rest. And going a long way, you get to the tail fin. And
Just like I just imagine these two like stocky dudes walking up, and then just behind them, you just see these little footprints and pitter patter.
yeah. So you
It's
get
like tiptoeing.
to the front, and you do see. Oh, I need to move this. You do see the edge of some very large tentacles. Coming out of the front.
So is this like alive? Do we know if this is alive? Or...
So you can hear the flopping coming just a little to the north of where you are. And if you guys start walking around, you do see the snow is still stained with blood after... How long have you been here, Iggy?
Oh, like... How old am I again? I'm old. Like 50 some years.
About 50 some years. So it looks like the tentacles here have bled again and again. Otherwise, the snow would not be still bloody with this purple blood.
Where's the blood come from?
Well, this
Tentacle.
particular tentacle seems like it was cut off or broken.
Yeah. No, I
Is that
don't like
small
tentacles, so...
piece we can like take.
You could try cutting into it, yeah.
Isn't
I
that
don't
like...
know.
My
we won't
alert
do that
can
yet.
Try and cut them. Yeah.
That's my fear, tentacles, so...
You're not going
Yes,
in
you've got
there.
to make is it wisdom save?
I can't remember.
It's been so long.
It's changed now, right?
Yeah, it's the one from
Ravenloft, right? Or Ravenloft.
Yeah, the Guide to Ravenloft. Van Richten's Guide.
Wisdom save?
Let's see.
Is it a... It's not magic, is it?
It is not.
8.
Okay, that would be bad. Is it Haunted Heroes? No. Lineages? No. Gifts. Backgrounds. Or trinkets. Genres. Where is the stuff about horror? Stress. Fear and stress. I don't know what. It's under curses and traps. So, using seeds of fear. Yes. DC 15 wisdom save or become frightened until the end of your next turn. And then your stress score should increase by 1 as well.
Okay.
Because of that failure.
What's stress do again?
Stress eventually builds up to madness, I believe. Oh no. Your current stress score is applied as a penalty to your attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws.
All of them or one of the sets?
All of them.
All right. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. So is it just -1 right now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you guys like to do? It looks like there's a railing above. There seems to be multiple levels when you're on this side that go up towards the roof.
I remember crawling through a window. Do we see any windows?
You would remember going through a hole in the wall.
Oh, is it? And that
yeah,
looks like
it wasn't a
sealed up,
window.
maybe?
It was like a broken hole. And you would have been probably on the second level, and you can see that hole isn't there anymore.
Is it different? Is this a different ship or the same ship?
There appears to be scarring there. You can see scarring in the carapace.
Is there a way for Elliot to get up to the second level that I can see? Jumping on
No.
shit. Parkour.
Unless you use what spells do you have on your wand? Your conductor's wand?
I have
Man, you really did make Elliot look scary as shit.
That is actually not from me. That is Mike Schley. He does most of the WotC adventure maps. He's fucking amazing.
I have levitate and fly.
Yeah, both of those would get him up.
Alright, we're gonna use levitate.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Just this
I guess we'll have to climb
levitating.
up.
There is a moose on the loose. Be afraid.
And yeah, you can climb up. It's not too high. And actually, I don't think he would need to levitate. Let me see how high it is again.
Parkour.
Because it might be... Because moose can jump really high.
Yeah, we've been training.
We've been doing moose core.
So...
Moose squats.
Oh yeah,
What
it's
are
only
moose
5
squats
feet
like
above the
crazy?
valley floor. He barely needs to even try to jump that high. So,
Attaboy, Elliot.
and
Wow,
the
looks like there's 3 people on top of him right now. That's great.
only just to make
Hop
it
on.
easier to
No, not everyone hop on.
So, yeah, Bane had a pretty easy time getting up there as well. He's gonna want to go there. Okay, so you are up on the second level. There's a railing made out of that same carapace, and so mounted to the deck is a ballista covered in ice, and at the back of the deck, a double door made of chitin and iron is tucked under 2 higher decks, the lower of which has another ballista mounted atop it.
I want to see if I can twist the ballista.
Twist the ballista.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can like move
Bring
it,
it
or
around?
if it's
Give
like
me
throws it
a strength check. athletics.
God damn it. 5.
You can't even slightly. It is frozen solid.
Before we get moving too far here, I'm gonna cast protection from. Oh, that's 10 minutes? Yeah, it should be longer. Protection from good and evil on Golemov. You go up and touch him. Say,
There we go.
I have a feeling we're gonna need this. And then I'm gonna use a second charge from my wand on myself.
Okay. So there.
Lilith
Is
can
that
also
concentration?
cast protection from good and evil, so she's gonna do that too.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
Casting that on yourself or someone
Yes.
else? Okay.
Myself.
All right. So there is a door in front of you, and for some reason, luckily I spotted this in time. Even though you can see that there are things on the other side, we will. You guys are good at pretending that it's not there.
I think you can only do one protection because it's concentration.
Is it?
Oh, I saw one of those guys get big.
For some reason,
They have a moose.
Token
They have a moose in there.
is not getting smaller, even though it's supposed to.
We're using the one on Connor then. Or, sorry, Golemov.
Okay, so
Actually, protection from good and evil isn't concentration.
Yeah, it is.
It's 10 minutes.
It says duration, concentration, comma, up to 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the component part of it. I thought that's what that was.
Well, I'm gonna go and see if I can open this door.
okay,
I see him doing that. I'm gonna run off to the side of the door,
okay.
so I'm not in
And
a direct line.
where is everybody? You've got to hop off of Elliot to
Fairly standoffish. Yeah.
Lilith and Chud are at the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember that whole action that I prepared with Elliot? Is that still a thing?
Is the charge?
Yes.
In order to open the door, you will have to get off of him.
Yes.
But yes, he can prep to do that. He will have to squeeze to get through this door. It is large, but he's going to have to get his antlers through.
I'll tell Hot Rod to get out of his way.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rod's
I'll like
gonna move
stand
over
on the
there.
edge of the door. I'll like kind of like almost push Iggy back a little bit so that I can stand at the edge of the door.
Okay.
Actually,
Stand
I want
beside Skinny
Hot Rod to
Skinny.
be even farther back,
Okay. How far?
like behind the.
Ballista?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold up. No, never mind. No, we're good.
And Severin, where are you?
I'm gonna point at the bliss, be like, you should give that a try.
I should give that a try.
See if you can twist it around.
Sure. I'll see. if I
Don't
can
shoot the
twist it
moose.
Okay. Give me a strength
Oh.
check.
Right in Elliot's butt, poor guy.
Just trying to help. Just after he got his facelift.
out. I'm just checking his prostate. So what? Strength test?
Yes, athletics.
Oh,
Sorry.
my athletics is better. Let me re-roll that. 24.
Oh,
Yes. You start pushing it, and the ice starts to snap as you twist it around.
Just don't shoot the moose in the butt, please.
Please don't shoot the moose.
Okay.
Or me. I'm just opening the door.
All right. You open the door. It doesn't open like you would think, like doors. It kind of squelches open. Kind of like some sort of
like a sphincter?
Like a sphincter.
I wasn't trying to say it, but someone else did.
All right.
I couldn't think of anything else. Really.
Yes, that's the word that I was looking for.
So I'm pretty much gonna like.
That
jump
is
on
gross.
Elliot as he charges
Yeah.
in, if that's an option. If I'm not gonna get.
So you're gonna
absolutely
hop on top
blasted
of
here.
him and have him charge in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
And yell Leroy. No.
Are you turning on his light again?
Is
Lighting
it
his lanterns?
completely pitch black in here?
Oh, it is. Yes.
Yeah. I'll turn them on.
Okay.
Yeah. Full
So,
blast. See if I can blind someone.
Light those up. And these should have. Sorry, I should be blocking the light on these.
All of a sudden, there's a moose on the loose.
Yes.
Jamming right into that sphincter.
So he charges in as far as he can go, which is about 10 feet. And then he's faced with some stairs. There are a bunch of egg-shaped crates in here. And, let's see. Attached to the walls of this chamber are 3 sets of chains and manacles designed to hold large creatures. A staircase rises to the next deck amid crates, barrels, and broken bits of equipment. You see these small creatures here that kind of scuttle away. And then you hear some heavy footsteps.
From which direction? Like.
From around the south side of the south side of the stairs. Kathunk. And right there we are going to hop into combat. So let's get some initiative.
20.
23. Ha. Finally.
Yeah, 18.
God damn, they updated the initiative tracker so it's automatically filling in your initiatives when you roll it.
Jeez.
That is awesome.
Convenience.
Alrighty. Got that. And start. We got 2 18s in there. Oh, and it's showing your HP now, too. It hasn't shown HP before. So, Golemov, what would you like to do?
Alright. I'm going to slide in behind Elliot. And up towards the north side of the room. And,
Looks like you can kill some more kids here. Won't
Yeah.
just be the Yeti tyke.
what is that, 5?
Slam it against the other one.
20,
Jesus.
35. Oh my god, I can even
Yeah,
make it
that
without
was
even
40.
having to dash. Yeah, because yeah, I can take another step down. I have 50 movement because I took mobility.
Oh, 50.
Yeah.
So this is only 40, so you can get right up to him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Because mobility gave me another 10 on top of the monk 40.
Okay.
Yeah. What does these things look like?
They are very small. They're about the size of Iggy. They are walking on 2 front tentacles that are just enormous, and they have another pair of small ones. They do have little claws, but these big bug eyes look very frightened as you come in.
Do I have eyes on them? Permission to murder.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna look. I'm like,
Murder.
if I try to telepathically talk to it, do I hear anything?
Let me see. I don't know how intelligent they are. You are getting something, but it is childlike. It's like a toddler who's still learning to speak.
Oh God.
And it is speaking telepathically to you.
What does it say?
It's not saying.
It's not saying anything coherent.
Do I kill it?
It's like.
I think that the university would love to have one of these babies.
Just like.
Can we take
You
them
know what?
alive?
Iggy has, honestly, the way Iggy has talked to me about these things, I'm just gonna,
Stop.
yeah, well, not quite stomp. I'm just gonna, basically, like, jab the one right in front of me, with a staff between the eyes.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Oh my God.
Killing kids. Killing kids.
9.
That's a hit.
Oh no.
It's wearing scraps of clothing.
hope
That
you
is
feel
12
bad.
damage.
Okay.
Right? You're the kid killer, man. What you do?
So you smack it between the eyes, and maybe like babies, it has a soft spot, and that's where you get it.
Oh my God.
One big soft spot.
Oh no.
That's 2. Tyke's gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the, be like, they're monstrosities. They're baby monsters. Like,
They will invariably turn into slavers.
exactly. Like, kill them now, and when they're easy, or kill them later
could
when they can kill you.
Kill them now while they're easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not raise one to be different?
How big are these babies? Can we
They're-
like make like a wet specimen to bring back?
They are the size of Iggy, so gnomes are slightly bigger, slightly taller than halflings, so they're just a little bit taller than you. But their feet aren't touching the
I
ground
think
because of
we
the
should try and bring
tentacles.
Specimen.
I think we should take one and raise them as our own.
Yeah, that's 45. So I still have another 5 feet of movement, right?
Yep.
Do I?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
No. I'm just gonna take a step back.
Step back. Okay.
If I can, at the angle.
At the angle. Okay.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Oh, yeah, perfect. That's my turn.
All right. Skamos.
Alright,
You heard something slightly to the south of the stairs there.
something big, right?
Yeah. Has heavy footsteps.
Let's see here. I'm gonna ready cloud of daggers if it comes around the corner. And then just sort of wait here on top of Elliot.
Okay.
Did Elliot's turn count as when he was coming in, or does he get another turn?
No, coming in was basically the surprise round. So now that you've taken your action of readying a cloud of daggers, you can use your bonus action to tell him to do something.
Alright, well, we're gonna go scream around the corner and try and charge at whatever the big thing is.
Okay. So he actually does not have room to push through, but he can. He can shove the crates, but he can't push past them.
Okay.
The creature that you do see in front of you is a lumbering monstrosity made of stitched together parts from goblins, dwarves, and reindeer.
Cool. Reindeer.
Not sure that's how I want my Christmas reindeer to show up.
Yeah.
Well, if I see the creature, would that activate my... I guess I would activate my... ready to build.
So, was your readied action once you see it, or if it attacks?
Yeah.
Okay, once you
I
see
saw
it,
it.
yes. That triggers it, and you boom right on top of it.
We just need a chainsaw or a blender
Yeah.
sleeve.
7.
7.
Not a lot.
Okay. It. Brrr.
So for Elliot's action, can I toss the one, what's it called, to the side? The egg crate down?
Yes, he
comfort
can. He can push one of the crates, shoves it over to the side.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move it in front of the guy so he can't come this way.
Okay. So sorry, I've got it right here. There's.
Just
what
move
he's
it back
got.
up towards the stairs.
Okay. There we go. 2 and 3. So. All right. And next is Chud.
All right. So they heard something coming. Oh, that's that weird fucking creature. Can I see it? Is it in my line of sight?
It is not because of the stairs.
Let me just see here. Okay, I will. Can I make my way? How much room do I have? 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't want to make my way right up beside it. I'd probably try to go hide behind something over at the side there.
Okay, up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to get cover or whatever.
All right.
How far can I actually get away from it? Is that my full movement right
That's
there?
your full movement there. You could have gotten to here as well. Basically, that's your movement, there or there.
Let's just stay there.
Okay.
And I will do... 4d6 or 3d8. I'm gonna cast Shatter on it. A loud ringing noise painfully intense erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature... Oh, no, that's anything within a 10-foot radius. So that will hit the other guys. Okay, never mind.
So I just
I
want
will
to take
do
a look
the...
at.
How about the Dissident Whispers?
Do you have to see him in order to do that?
Well, like, I'm not going to do it because it's going to hit anybody around.
Right.
Each creature within a 10-foot
So-
radius.
Shatter you can do. You don't have to be able to see the spot. You just have to know that the spot is there, which you do because you know that there's area there. And it's a 60-foot range. So you could put it right here. Would not hit them.
But it hits Scamo, so wouldn't it?
No, he would be just outside of 10 feet.
But would it get
Oh,
this big
it's 10-foot
badass
radius, right?
Yeah.
Radius. Yes. Yeah, putting it there would not hit Skamos or Elliot.
But it wouldn't hit this other... Is that Elliot? Oh, that is Elliot, sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck, I thought that... I thought Elliot was a big reindeer weird fuck.
No.
But that's up there. Let me just look again here. Or I could do Agazarnar's Scorcher, or I could do a line of roaring flame 30 feet long, 5 feet wide. Would I be able to hit the creature there?
You would not, because it would be a line and the stairs are in the way.
Okay. I'll do Shatter. Nothing.
Okay. So let's get a con
it's gonna be
save.
Con save of 14.
Him. So the golem passes.
A
And
creature
the
made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage. Did you say there was a golem? But that's a flesh golem, though.
Yes. Yeah, it is made of organic material. Okay. So, yes, give me your damage.
Oh,
He will
brutal
take
damage.
half. And
7 damage.
7 again.
Brutal.
Okay. And this is number 2, I believe. Yes. You hear the pathetic squeak of a childlike creature as it takes some damage. And the other thing just as it takes damage. And then anything else? Bonus action?
Where's my... Oh, hold on. Let me see what I actually have.
If you want to cast another spell, that would have to be a cantrip bonus action.
Let me just check this here, because I got the... after I make an attack roll or ability check or a saving throw, I need to roll a 1 on a d20. Well, if I roll a 1, the haunting voices grow too loud. So do I do that now anyway?
No, because you didn't do an attack roll. You did a... you cast something that made them do a saving throw.
Okay. And so my reaction... Or bonus action. I don't really think I have a bonus action. I can do a cantrip with the bonus action, you said?
If it's a bonus action spell, then you can cast a cantrip. Because you already cast a spell as an action.
With this, where was it again? Shit. Thought I had it up here. Oh, that's a level 1 thing. Yeah, I will just... I can't really hit anybody with anything, can I?
Probably not.
Like, I could do an acid splash, right, where I throw a bubble of acid. How close is anybody? That is 60 feet.
So you have not seen the little guy in the back that has a health bar, even though it shouldn't be showing through the fog.
Okay, yeah, I can't do anything, so I will just, I'll just wait.
Okay.
I'm
So,
done.
Severin,
Yes, sir.
you are up. You are at the ballista because you turned it around.
Oh, does it have a bolt in it?
It does, but when you look at it, you notice that it will not work. It is broken, even with the bolt in it.
Dang. I'll get
Take
up
it
here,
anyway.
take Golem off.
Okay. 20, 25, 30. So that's as far as you can get unless you run.
No, I'll just hang out there for now.
Okay. All right. And Iggy.
I'll hold an action.
Okay. What
When he
action?
comes within my range, I'll hit them with the sword.
Okay. Iggy.
I'll go 10 feet diagonal Actually, I'll go right in front of where Hot Rod is,
Okay.
and I'll hold an action to use my little dragon, clockwork dragon, to fire a firebolt at the first enemy that I can see.
Okay. And then Hot Rod.
I'll tell him to crank up his spotlight and shine it in there.
Okay.
And that's for me. That's good for me.
So, 22 for his, and we will spin him so that he is shining in there. Okay. And now it is these things. They both squeak, and you see this one run. You hear the squelching of one of those doors, and you hear the squelching of another door. And
Did I see either one of them?
you actually, you would have seen this one just as he was going into the door.
If I even would have glimpsed him, I would have tried to fire, even
Go
if he's
for
got
it.
cover.
He does have cover because he's smaller than the crates. So, yeah.
Yeah, I still would have fired.
Yep.
Minus 120, dirty 20.
Whew. Yes, that hits.
Max damage 10.
Oh,
Nice.
you get him and blast him. One of those ones where the, like in anime, where the energy beam goes right through.
I'll be like, look, I'm not the only one now. Everyone saw that one, right? That was him, not me.
All right.
Yeah, you did it first though.
And you gave me shit for thinking about sacrifice. So, did one of you go?
Yeah, these are horrid. These are horrid creatures from the outer wherever. They don't deserve to live.
They're baby monsters. If I'm
Lilith
not gonna
is
let
not
them
trying to mind flip.
All right.
Maybe we should save one to sacrifice for Deckard.
Yeah.
And
It's an evil baby, isn't it?
So I wanted to take a wet specimen.
So it is Lilith's turn.
Lilith is going wild shape
Okay.
and turn a giant spider.
A giant spider.
fancy.
Excellent.
Eat its face.
So I have dark vision, so I should be
What is the dark vision distance?
60 feet.
Okay, so that is
And
not far
blind
enough.
sight? Okay.
she says
You
blind
you
sight.
said you have blind sight as well?
Yeah, 10 feet blind sight, passive perception.
So you will have 10 feet
So-
blind sight, so there.
Normally it's the
And
player being ambushed by the
Whoa.
spider. Now it's the player ambushing
yeah,
the spider.
so you step off of Bane as you turn into a giant spider.
Yep.
Should have stayed on Bane while he turned into a giant spider.
Yeah,
Really
I
fuck him
think I
up.
would crack him.
Picked up Bane.
And what do you
I'm
do?
going to leave Bane outside, and I'm gonna go inside, but just near the entrance.
Okay. Chud, you have a giant spider right behind you.
Fuck! I'm cowering kind of in the corner there.
And then, so you're not doing anything else?
Me?
Lilith.
There's no creatures around right
No.
now, right?
Nothing that you can
No, so
see.
no, I'll take a little bit of cover, sort of beside Chud, behind those.
I'm
things.
really freaking out because that fucking giant spider's getting a little too close to me.
Okay. So the flesh golem kind of growls and
Takes
takes
13
some
damage.
Ooh. 13. Flesh Golem goes down to that. And will clumsily climb over the crates and then will try to slam. He's just gonna go after Elliot because Elliot's right there. So an 11 to hit Elliot.
Does match hit? He's an 11.
Okay, so matches hit. And then a 24 to hit. So his first attack deals 11 points of damage. So that puts him at 57. And then his second attack deals 12. So that puts him at 45. It's
Hard
just
hitting.
swinging mindlessly. Oh, I missed that he has advantage on saving throws as well. Damn it. Back up to Golemov.
Alright.
His ass, Seabass.
I'm going to, I guess, step further into the room to see what I can see.
Okay. So
Yes,
you can definitely see the golem, and you can see 4 doors at the back of the room.
We heard additional doors open, right?
Yeah, you heard one. The other one has a little creature in front of it.
Okay. I'm gonna put, like, cause this is just like flat stone floor, right?
It's not exactly stone.
Well,
It kind of squelches when you step on it, even though it's covered in frost. It's living floor.
okay. Yeah, I'm just concerned that something else is gonna come through that door. Because it's a wall right behind those barrels, right?
Yes.
Why don't you try to pucker
Okay.
the sphincter so it doesn't open?
I'm
Hit it with a
think I'm
cold
just
blast
gonna-
or something like that?
gonna take another step to the right, and then, I'm not sure if we can see down the hallway there or not. It's like
You
a double
can-
door.
You can see another 2 doors. They're 2 separate doors.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold my action just to attack anything that comes through the door.
Okay. And then next would be Skamos.
All right. Let's see here. For spells. I'm gonna drop the clouded daggers that I had.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try a firebolt.
Okay. So he's right next to you, so that's going to be disadvantage.
Oh. Okay. Does a 13 hit?
13 will... Yes, will hit the flesh golem.
Nice. 5 damage.
5 damage. And he screams in terror. He does not take extra damage. So that is putting him there. He and yeah,
He didn't like that.
he did not like that.
And I can use
Can use a bonus action to tell Elliot to do something, otherwise he just dodges.
all right. I will tell Elliot to try and smush this guy against the crate.
Okay.
Which would be what are his moves? So I guess we're just gonna go with multi-attack then.
Okay.
So it's been a while since we've had combat with Elliot.
Yeah.
13 does hit, you said.
Yes, it does.
So that's what's the damage? 2d8 plus 4.
Whew. I think that's actually the exact same damage that... Yeah, that's the exact same damage that the flesh golem does.
But he does it better. 8.
8.
And then
Okay.
the other part was again a d20 plus 6. Oh, just one of these, not 2. That's a hit 18.
Yeah.
I think it was 2d4. The second one, yeah. Uh, 8.
8. Okay. So that brings him down to that. Okay. All right. So, next is Chud.
All right.
You can move
I'm probably
one
gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna
step.
skitter out of the way from that spider.
Okay.
Probably go north. And then I see that giant golem guy.
You'd have to stay next to the giant spider to be able to spot him.
Well, would I still see him before I skittered out of the way?
No.
No.
You'd have to move down to be able to see him, or up this way.
I'm gonna try to go up and around, kind of where
Okay.
Severn is, and try to move over top there, and see how
So
far I
that's
can
1,
come down
2,
if I
3,
see anything.
4, 5, 6. So you're not seeing anything other than Golemov and a bunch of puckered, a bunch of buttholes.
I can't see him with a straight line right there.
Oh, actually, yes, you can.
Sweet.
I missed that.
Let's see.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm going to hit him with the Mind Sliver with the cantrip.
Whew. Okay. Does that need a saving throw?
Intelligence 14 saving throw.
Okay, this is going to be really difficult for him. But now that I see what's going on, or now that I've looked at his traits, he does have advantage.
Isn't he terrified?
He is immune to frighten.
Oh, okay.
So with advantage, he gets a 3.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Alright, he's going to get 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
You will also... He has to subtract a 1d4 from his next saving throw.
Okay.
Before the end of my next turn, I guess.
All right.
Does that make any sense? Maybe it does.
So, Severin, you're up.
Okay. I'll go on the other side of Scamos and help him with that creepy creature.
Okay. So he's a little out of the way, but 5, 10, 15, And you can push through friendlies. So because you would be kind of squeezing in here, I'd say you would have disadvantage to attack.
Alright. Well, I'll try and swing at them
Okay.
then.
Smite.
Still get
19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Might have been to the
Alrighty.
bunghole.
That will be a 12 radiant damage.
Ooh. 12 radiant. And oh, I forgot he should have taken he actually shouldn't have taken any damage from Elliot. So that was 8 and 6 is 14. So after that, he should be there. So you noticed, Skamos, that when he was battered by Elliot, he took no damage at all.
Interesting.
And next is Iggy.
I think I'm kind of stuck.
You don't want to slide under the giant spider.
Or on top.
I can't. I can only move 25 feet.
You can hop on top if Lilith's okay with that.
I'll just move behind her and I'll ready another firebolt for if I see anything pop out.
Okay.
Well, can you see it? Can you see it from the top side of the door? Through
You
Elliot's
can.
legs.
It would have a big increase to its AC, but that's not saying much.
Sure, let's do it. I'll fire through 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 legs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Snipe it.
Uh, 23.
Yeah, that's still gonna hit with a major bonus to his AC.
Let's see how much he likes one fire damage.
He still screams. And Hot Rod.
Hot Rod will just stand behind me
Okay.
and take the dodge action.
All right. And then nothing comes out of any of those doors. And it's Lilith's turn.
Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, you're muted again.
No.
No, I'm not.
There you go.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to get that. Go ahead.
My internet's shitty.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
Shitty
lost
internet. I missed all of that.
I'm gonna go on this
On the
the
side?
She's gonna go on the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
above
Okay.
the
Above the
Above
door?
the doors.
Okay.
I think
Above the doors or above the monster?
the doors.
Okay. God damn that terrible internet. You're above the doors.
That's all.
That's all? Okay.
Above the doors.
Cool, cool.
Yeah. Like where
Um,
Gollum is. Gollum
yeah,
and
she just wants to put the doors
Oh.
over my head.
The doors over your head. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right up there.
it's you. I can hear you guys perfectly. I understand.
I don't know.
I think it might just be your mic miss picking up your.
It might
voice.
be, so it is at this time that a creature starts coming down the stairs, and
Jesus Christ.
so he shouts out in Gnomish and says, stop, and then just telepathically shouts to everyone, stop, please stop.
Done. I'm stopping. What's up?
All right. Well, it is 9 o'clock, so we will call it there.
Who the fuck does this guy think he is?
Yeah, that's what I think.
I think he's dead. I mean, what?
All right.
Find out next time who the fuck this guy
find out
thinks
next
he
time.
is.
We are going to take a break for Boxing Day, and then is everyone okay with? I guess that would be the day after New Year's, or do you want to take that week off as well?
I'm fine with the second.
Okay.
I think I'm good with the second. I think anyway.
I
As far as
should
I
be
know.
okay with the second.
Okay. All right. So that's the end of Magic's Mushrooms Mead this week, and we will see you guys on the 2nd. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we will see you later.
All right, see ya.
Bye bye.
Yeah.